Welcome to the iHSFAN Webcast Network. You are watching Round Rock ISD football presented by Covert Ford. Tonight's game is being brought to you by Covert Ford, Bush's Chicken, Ideal Signs, Alpha Paving, Pop-Up Parties and Posh Events, Cameron Freeman at the Stacy Group, Maze Street Boutique, and Lodge Card Club. We also want to thank the 5 high school booster clubs for their support. Now let's head to the field. Here is Brad Tillery and Ike Kohler.
Live from the Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex in Round Rock, iHSFAN Sports is proud to bring you Round Rock ISD football presented by Covert Ford, as tonight the Manor Mustangs, who are 1-4 and 1-2 in 6A District 25, come on to take on the Stony Point Tigers, who are 1-5, 0-4 so far in the district. Hello, everyone. Welcome into the broadcast. Brad Tillery here with you. Jay Brooks on color and camera tonight for us. Ike has the week off as he is headed up to the State Fair at Texas and the Cotton Bowl, going to the game tomorrow. Have a good time out there, Ike. We'll catch you here soon. Hope you have a blast. If you don't know Ike, by the way, he's a college senior. We're letting go enjoy your senior year, man. We know you got some priorities and some things to check out. So we got you taken care of with Jay here tonight. We got a pretty interesting game coming your way this evening between Manor and Stony Point. Don't let the records fool you, because both teams come in with just one victory. But for Manor, they're 1-2 in the district, Jay. But a chance tonight for them with a victory to go to 2-2 and really get right back into the thick of it when you look at the district standings. And for Stony Point, 0-4 in district, but they still got 4 district games to go. And you think 500, that might give you a shot to make the playoffs, but you got to go right now.
Yeah, 500 is
Sorry about that, bud. Go ahead.
500 is a realistic shot at the playoffs, but you have to win games to get there, so you got to start tonight.
For Stony Point, they have dropped 5 straight since their opener. They're, like I said, they're winless in district play. However, so many close games in the district. They've only had the one game in district play that wasn't close. That was a couple of weeks ago against MacLeod, but everything else has just been a tight one-score game.
Yeah, if you can play tight games, I mean, that's a good sign for your team, but you got to figure out ways to pull them out.
Yeah, only combined 13 points in those 3 losses so far for Stony Point in the district. As for Manor, they've lost 2 straight. Their lone win of the year in district play was against Hutto. They've already had their bye week as well. Because there are 9 teams in the district this year, the bye weeks are staggered, whereas last few years everybody took the same week for bye weeks. So you're going to have staggered records throughout this season. These 2 teams played the last 2 years. They have split the series each of the last 2, with Manor winning with Stony Point winning 19-16 last year on the final game of the season. So they will meet up here for the 3rd straight season. For Stony Point, the Tigers will likely be led, we think, by Mason Troyer, the junior quarterback who started the last couple of games after Kenneth Kalbus had an injury. He's starting to see more court time. We saw him come in during that MacLeod game just a couple of weeks ago. And Jay, you were here for that game. I thought their offense looked really good throwing the ball whenever Mason Troyer came in, and saw a little bit of a spark for Stony Point in that contest in the second half.
Yeah, it's got to feel good to know that you can bring in your backup quarterback and still get 240 yards a game through the air.
Yeah, he's tossing 240 through the air. He's got 9 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Of course, Tristan Rhymes and Andrew Gomez will lead that receiving core. And defensively, a man's going to have a lot of work tonight is Caden Cook, the Cal commit, because this Manor offense loves to throw the football.
Yeah, I mean, he can really show his stuff tonight. Both these teams like to throw the ball, and as a Cal commit, you'd like to see something fun from him tonight.
Camden Huff, the junior starting quarterback, 260 yards through the air on average for Manor, 11 touchdowns this season. And tell me a bit about Jordan Clark, his primary target, because he is having a monster season right now.
Man, Jordan Clark, 145 yards a game he's averaging. That's just unreal numbers for high school football.
Not just the yards, but also it's a ton of touchdowns. And look at his yardage for the season. I mean, he's a kid who's on pace for 1,400 yards this year is Jordan Clark. He's got 7 touchdowns on this year. But the strength of this Stony Point defense is the secondary and the pass rush. So you got to think, if you can shut down Jordan Clark, maybe you got a shot to make this game into another fourth quarter game for Stony Point and try to flip the results from the 3 close losses in district.
Yeah, seems like strength on strength in a way here tonight. So it'll be fun to see how they match up.
I expect both teams to go through the air a lot tonight. So we're going to have to get used to some receiver names as the game goes on. We're about 7 minutes to kick off right now. Stony Point and Manor coming your way from the Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex. We're going to let you hear from some of our fine sponsors. Be back in just a minute. This is Round Rock ISD Football presented by Covert Ford on the iHSFAN Network.
Alpha Paving Industries, LLC, is an award-winning, full-service paving and pavement maintenance company. We are headquartered in Round Rock with offices in Houston and Dallas-Fort Worth, servicing cities throughout Texas. In an industry typically known for its lack of professionalism and customer service, Alpha Paving Industries was founded with a vision to provide Texas with a trusted, dependable paving contractor that delivers a strong customer experience, meticulous project management, utmost professionalism, and quality workmanship. In 2013, Alpha Paving Industries, LLC was awarded the City of Austin Small Business of the Year Award for its outstanding service in the City of Austin, and was recognized this year as a top contractor with 4constructionpros.com. These awards are a testament to how we do business with all our customers. If you're looking for Texas's most dependable asphalt paving contractor, contact Alpha today.
The Lodge Poker Club is a members-only card club offering a wide range of daily and tournament gameplay. In Round Rock, just off exit 251 on I-35, the Lodge now boasts the largest card room in Texas with 82 tables, comfortable chairs, and 40 75-inch TVs. The Lodge provides fully trained dealers and on-site security with state-of-the-art camera system to ensure the comfort and safety of our members. Open 24 hours a day. More information at thelodgepokerclub.com or call us at 512-614-4045.
Longtime McNeil parent Brian Kerman is a realtor who works for RE/MAX Capital City. Brian is involved in helping Round Rock families buy, sell, invest, and lease properties in the greater Austin area. He has been doing so for over 24 years. As a thank you to the community, he will be honored to donate $1,000 to your favorite booster club or other 501c3 if you use him and you close on a property. We hope you will contact Brian for all of your real estate needs at 512-921-4490 or at briankerman@remax.net.
Bush's Chicken is a proud supporter of area schools, athletic programs, and booster clubs. With stores in Cedar Park, Round Rock, Georgetown, both North and South Austin, and our newest store serving Pflugerville and Hutto, Bush's serves the Texas standard in real hand-battered fried chicken and crispy tenders, tasty rolls, and that famous Bush's sweet tea. Bush's Chicken, proud supporter of area schools, athletic programs, and booster clubs. The Texas standard, Bush's Chicken. It's good, good, good.
Interested in or looking for a home in the premier 55 and better community of Sun City, Texas? Trust the Stacy Group and realtor Cameron Freeman. Cameron specializes in buying and selling new and resale homes in the active adult Del Webb community in beautiful Georgetown, Texas. Contact realtor Cameron Freeman at the Stacy Group today with a text or call to 512-740-1836 to learn more. In the heart of Austin, there's a name that reigns supreme, Covert Ford. For over 114 years, Covert Ford has been driven by the community, offering unbeatable service and a wide selection of vehicles. From the rugged F-150 to the iconic Expedition, Covert Ford has the perfect ride for every journey life offers. Visit Covert Ford Austin, where community drives us. CovertFord.com off Research Boulevard. Join the Covert family today.
Are you looking for a little something extra to get your business noticed? At Ideal Signs, they specialize in custom signage and large format digital printing in a variety of media. Their in-house design department can work with you to create custom artwork to your specifications. They'll work with you to conceptualize, design, and produce any custom projects or idea that you might have. Call 512-930-7446 or visit signsforsports.com. Ideal Signs, family owned and operated since 1969.
Visit Mays Street Boutique in Round Rock for all your shopping needs. Whether you're looking for a special gift or that perfect outfit that everyone will love, we have you covered. Come visit us in-store or shop us online at maysstreet.com. We appreciate your business and thank you for shopping local.
Are you ready to take your celebrations to the next level? Imagine luxury indoor sleepovers that bring the magic of glamping right into your home, or a posh picnic party that brings elegance and charm to your outdoor space. Whether you're planning a birthday bash or a simple get-together with friends, Pop-Up Parties and Posh Events is here to make your dreams come true for any special occasion. Our event planning services will ensure every detail is perfect, leaving you free to enjoy the moment. So let Pop-Up Parties and Posh Events turn your next celebration into a memorable masterpiece.
You are listening to the Horn Webcast Network, powered by iHSFAN. If you're interested in advertising on or privately supporting this webcast, please reach out to us on Twitter at iHSFAN. All audio rights of this webcast presentation belong to iHSFAN, and any intent to rebroadcast or retransmit must have express written consent from iHSFAN.
Back here at the Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex as we get set for kickoff tonight between the Stony Point Tigers and the Manor Mustangs. Brad Tillery and Jay Brooks here with you tonight as we get set for kickoff of this district ball game. Both teams in desperate need of a win coming into this one as they take the field to have the coin toss. It'll be the Stony Point Tigers home tonight wearing the blue jerseys with the all-white numerals, a broadcaster's dream, as I like to say. Because it is very, very easy to see. They got the blue pants as well and the white helmets. As for the Manor Mustangs, they come in tonight with the red helmets, the white jerseys, the white pants, and the red numerals. It is a beautiful, crystal clear evening here tonight in Central Texas. Still a bit warm for October, 91 degrees as we get set to kick off. It'll be in the 80s most of the night during the game and even maybe hit the high 70s by the time we get to the end of the ball game tonight. But, yeah, still pretty warm here, Jay. We're talking about, hey, Texas State's got a game down home tomorrow. Might be fun, but, man, it's a little warm to be sitting out there. We might wait a few weeks to go down and see the Bobcats play. Of course, in college, we'll keep you up to date with scores all night long, too, not only around high school but colleges as well. Action all over the place tonight. We've had some finals from last night as it appears the coin toss has been done. Manor wins the toss and chooses to receive. They will be going left to right towards the south end zone as you watch and listen. And it'll be McNeil kicking it off to start the ball game tonight. We're glad to have you along here on the iHSFAN Network. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Whenever you do, that would mean you get your pop-up notification, especially if you have it on your phone with YouTube. So anytime one of our games on the network goes live, you will have that notification pop up, and you won't miss a single second of action during the season. We are already more than halfway through the year, as only 5 weeks or so, 5 or 6 weeks, I think, remain in the high school football season, which is crazy. It feels like we just got started, and here we are getting close to at the halfway mark for some teams, beyond the halfway mark for others. I mean, for Stony Point, this is game number 7 already, which just flying by. But man, oh man, these things. This is the time of the year where this part of high school football gets real fun because every district game just matters that much more. Because Jay, as you know, in high school ball, your overall record means nothing. It's what's in district is the only thing that matters.
Yeah, you're running out of time on the year, so if you're needing district wins, now's the time to do it.
Stony Point getting set to kick it away. It'll be Noah Lopez doing the duties here. It's homecoming tonight for the Stony Point Tigers as well. Everybody dressed in their best. The sashes are out. We'll have the homecoming presentations at halftime. Lopez, the right-footed kicker, with the run-up and the boot. Low driving kick that'll go through the end zone for a touchback. And Manor will start it at their own 25 to begin the ball game. Well, for the the Manor Mustangs, the quarterback Cam Huff will lead the offense out there. We mentioned in the pregame show, Huff has had one heck of a season so far throwing the ball, averaging 260 a game through the air. He's got 11 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. He's thrown for over 1,300 yards so far this season. First and 10 for Manor, a pass-happy offense. They've got 4 receivers left, 3 bunched up near the line of scrimmage, and 1 out wide. They're going to hand it off, though, on the first play of the game over the left side to Amir Innes. He's got plenty of room, and he picks up about 6 yards on first down. Stony Point, a few weeks ago, that was what really hurt him against McNeil was the run game defensively. McNeil only threw the ball about 8 times in that one. But the strength of this defense is the pass rush in the secondary. We'll see how Manor maybe adjust off their normal pass-happy attack or if they continue to try it through the air. Man in motion. They'll keep it on the ground on the sweep toward the right side. Jordan Clark being stretched out. He's pushed out in the backfield. He'll be tripped up from behind and dropped for a loss. Nice play to make the tackle there by Tristan Butler, the defensive end. Not only held containment, but got his toe there, Jay, and it'll be 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, that was a heck of a play by the defense there to run him out.
Ball on the right hash mark now, 3rd down and long for the Manor Mustangs on their opening drive of the game. Empty backfield set for Cam Huff, the junior quarterback. A tight end to work with on each side. Rush coming up the middle. Huff being flushed out to the right, still with the football and spun down from behind, tackled out of bounds, and that'll be a 3 and out. Nice job by the Stony Point defense. It was Reed Hoyle, the linebacker, stepping up to make the stop. A loss of a yard on the play, so officially will be a sack, and Manor goes 3 and out. Really nice start for Stony Point.
Yeah, you couldn't ask for a much better start than that. You take Manor and have them go 3 and out, get the ball back, time to build some momentum.
See who we can tell is kicking it away here. It's a low snap, fielded really nicely done there by the kicker. That's Aaron Bolton. Ball is on the ground. It was muffed by the Stony Point Tigers, and Manor comes up with it. A muff punt for Stony Point. Manor gets it at the 50-yard line, and if you're Stony Point, that's a bit of a heartbreaker because your defense comes out playing so well, getting a 3 and out, and now they got to get right back on the field.
Yeah, let's see if the defense can come back out and do that again. They got to help support their offense here.
So Manor gets the ball right back. Just underway here in the opening quarter. A muff punt puts the ball at the 50-yard line to start this drive. Huff, quick throw, near sideline, ball caught by Johnny Buhenjwa, and Buhenjwa works his way to the 35 for a gain of 15 and a first down. Buhenjwa, the second leading receiver on the team. That's just his 18th catch of the year, though. Of the 86 completions coming into this season for Cam Huff, 45 of them have gone to Jordan Clark. Fake the handoff. This one a swing pass to Clark on the left side. Through the hole, and he will get his way down to the 19-yard line. Picks up a couple of blocks. A gain of 16 for Clark on the swing pass, and that puts Manor into the red zone. So the Mustangs kind of with that extended passing game, Jay, almost like an extension of the run game there with a couple of easy little quick outs and swing passes, but a 31 yards on the last 2 plays. First and 10 from the 19. There's a handoff to the running back right up the middle. Met in the hole and pushes forward at the 13-yard line where he's finally taken down. That's Xavier Hill with the run. Down to the 13-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 4. Manor trying to take advantage of the muff punt recovery and take the lead here in this open early part of the ball game. Crowd still filing in tonight on homecoming for Stony Point. 2nd and 4. Fade route towards the left side of the end zone. It is caught, but it's out of bounds. Ball was caught out of bounds on the left side. Good defense for Manor. Eddie Robinson was the intended receiver out there. I think that was, good defense for Stony Point. I think that was Lucas Garcia, the defensive back, matched up. 3rd down and 4 coming. Cam Huff sends a man in motion. That's Jordan Clark. They will hand it off, though, right up the middle. Big hole into the end zone. Touchdown, Manor Mustangs. Xavier Hill with a 13-yard burst through the middle. And Manor takes advantage of the muff punt and is able to put some points on the board to start the game.
Yeah, it's kind of a bummer to see it work out that way, but that's how football goes. Defense has still got to play defense, and unfortunately it just didn't happen that time.
13-yard rush for Xavier Hill. And it's a swinging gate 2-point conversion, and it'll be lost, or tackled in the backfield for a loss. Manor trying some trickiness. It does not work. 2-point miss, so it'll stay 6-0 in favor of the Mustangs. A 5-play, 50-yard drive, and it takes up 1 minute and 46 seconds off the clock.
AutoNation Chevrolet proudly supports the Round Rock ISD football programs. Looking for a big win? Shop their unbeatable selection of new Silverados, Colorados, Equinoxes, Trax, and more. Plus, score some cash for your car by selling it to the team at AutoNation Chevrolet. Get your quick online appraisal now at AutoNationChevroletWestAustin.com. Then get paid the same day. It's that easy. Visit AutoNation Chevrolet at 183 and Duval today. Together, let's drive.
8:14 to go in the opening quarter of play. 6-0 Manor with the lead. 2-point conversion was missed on the old swinging gate play out on the left side there. As we work to get the scoreboard updated there for you folks. There we are. So he's back deep here for Stony Point. It'll be their first possession of the game. Remember, Stony Point had a 3-and-out to start defensively, but muffed the punt. Manor able to take advantage. There's the kick. End over end, fielded at the 18-yard line. Brought through the hole at the 30. Still untouched at the 35. Cuts up the field in good field position to start for the Stony Point Tigers. Bringing it out to the 41 there was Andrew Gomez. Really nice return.
Yeah, great return. Now let's look forward to seeing the Stony Point offense.
Fantastic field position to start their opening drive of the game for Stony Point. Ball on the left hash mark. And it will be Mason Troyer out there at quarterback. The junior signal caller. Steps up with a man to his left. Drops straight back to pass on the first play. Throws it deep down the middle. He's got a man wide open. That's called the 30 to the 20. 10, 5, touchdown, Stony Point Tigers, Andrew Gomez. He had the return, and now he catches one from 59 yards out.
Boy, you can't ask for a better start on offense than that.
First play from scrimmage for Manor. 59-yard strike right through the hash marks. Not a bad way to start. 1 for 1. And the extra point is up, and the extra point is good, and and Stony Point takes a 7-6 lead after the big strike. Man, you can't draw that up any better, Jay. He was running free behind the defense by a solid 10 yards.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was nobody within 10 yards of him when he caught the ball, and then after that, it was just off to the races. Nobody was going to catch him.
So Mason Troyer finds Gomez. It is a one-play drive that traverses 59 yards, and it takes 9 seconds off the clock. Feels like whenever I'm playing college football, NCAA on PlayStation, I'm just like, let's just throw a bomb and see what happens. Sometimes it works out, you know?
That's why you try it.
Well, we said we might see these two teams air it out a little bit. Mason Troyer comes into the game averaging 240 through the air. He's about a third of a way there after one pass. So kicking it away for Stony Point now. Noah Lopez. He's got a big leg. And you'll see a lot of touchbacks out of him, but I remember 2 weeks ago I was watching him warm up for field goals as he puts a high end-over-end kick that will land about 8 yards deep in the end zone for a touchback. He was booting them through from 50 and 55 in warm-ups a couple of weeks ago, and there was room to spare.
That's an impressive leg.
It's having a kicker who can do that and put that kind of distance on one in high school level is such an advantage. Such an advantage.
There are not many high schools in the area that can have a kid that do that.
In the state. I mean, kicking has become more specialized, and you're definitely seeing, I think, the golden age of kickers across all of football right now. But it's still, when you get into high school level, it's hard to find that kind of leg and distance and consistency, and there you go. There's a fake handoff. Cam Huff keeps it around the left side. He's got room to work with down the sideline. Quarterback scampering to midfield before he's finally pulled down. But Huff picks up 25 on the opening play of the drive. The read option. And somebody's down behind the play. And it looks like it's a Stony Point Tiger. We're going to step aside while they tend to him. 7:49 to go, 7-6. Stony Point with the lead. This is Round Rock ISD football presented by Covert Ford on the iHSFAN network.
In the heart of Austin, there's a name that reigns supreme, Covert Ford. For over 114 years, Covert Ford has been driven by the community, offering unbeatable service and a wide selection of vehicles. From the rugged F-150 to the iconic Expedition, Covert Ford has the perfect ride for every journey life offers. Visit Covert Ford Austin, where community drives us. CovertFord.com off Research Boulevard. Join the Covert family today.
Well, the good news is that number 24 for Stony Point, Lucas Garcia, able to walk off the field under his own power. So like to see that as we are back into play now. 7-6 your score. Stony Point leads the Manor Mustangs, but Manor with the football here in the first quarter. 7:49 to go at midfield. A reverse being tried out. It is reversed to Jordan Clark. He's got room and blockers in front of him to the 40. Speed turning on and pushed out of bounds at the 32. Tell you what, when he gets some open field, Jay, he has got some burners on him.
It's going to be hard to catch that guy if he gets out in the open.
First down for Manor. Their first two plays of the drive have traversed 42 yards already. All on the ground, a read option and then the reverse. Both teams have found the end zone. Manor missed a two-point conversion. That's how we stand 7-6. Handoff right the middle and a nice tackle. Tristan Butler meeting the running back almost at the point of the handoff.
Stony Brook was ready for that one.
Yeah, Stony Point
Sorry. Stony Point.
No, it's okay. Stony Point really ready. And like we said, this defense, they tend to – the secondary we think is one of the strong points of the defense, but if this line can really hold its own in the run game, it's going to make it hard for Manor to move the ball all night long. There's another run up the middle, and there you go. Stoned by Stony Point. Xavier Hill with nowhere to go. The Tigers swarming all over the run game right now. Maybe a pickup of a yard. Here comes 3rd and 8. And that's what Stony Point wants to do. I know Manor's a passing team, but they want to make Manor predictable. 3rd and 8. And some late coverage changes coming in from the sideline here. Empty backfield. Huff to throw, trying to escape up the middle. He has nowhere to go. Now escapes the last man, still on his feet, rolling to his right. A man chasing him down, and he will be taken down from behind. Tries to throw it away. He's outside the pocket. But well done by that Stony Point defense. It was finally big number 50, Jordan Garcia, to take him down. But, man, Huff tried to escape up the middle, Jay. It just kind of ran into the back of a Stony Point defender there. They're actually going to say his knee hit when he threw the football. So he's back at the 38. That's going to go as a sack.
Great effort by the Manor quarterback, but a better effort by the Stony Point defense there to track him down.
It's a lot of – that was no give up there from the defensive line especially. It is 4th down and 15. Manor needs the 28. They're kind of in no man's land, so they're going to go for it. And a delay of game is going to push them back 5 more, and that might take the decision out of their hands. First penalty of the ball game on either team. 5:56 to go in the opening quarter. 7-6, the Stony Point Tigers lead the Manor Mustangs. And Manor will bring on the punt team now after being backed up to 4th and 20.
I think after seeing what Stony Point did on their first offensive possession, they got to pin them back as far as they can.
Yeah, you would think at this, if Stony Point were going to stop right here, close to midfield, they might take another shot on 1st down. Man in motion, and that confused somebody. And yeah, that's an illegal motion on Manor. It's going to back them up 5 more, back to the 48. Not the worst penalty. It should give the kicker a little more room to work with.
We're looking at about 4th and 30.
4th and 25. We like to call that 4th into domain around here, since they're heading south. There's a snap. It's clean. The kick is away. Spiraling kick that kind of just dies out at about the 25-yard line. Takes a decent bounce and will roll out of bounds close to the 15. If you're watching online, we do apologize for the reflection. Unfortunately, just can't do much about that one with the lights here at the stadium, so we'll try to keep it at minimum as possible. Stony Point takes over at the 16 to start this drive with 5:47 to go here in the first quarter of play. Stony Point's defense has held to 2 punts already tonight. That's just that one muff really hurt the Tigers, because that's how Manor was able to score. Otherwise, the defense has played quite well. Snap back, Troyer looking to throw. Rolls to his left, still has time. Now throws, he's going to fire it out of bounds into the first row of seats here, and that's incomplete.
Didn't look like there was anywhere to go on that play. It was probably a wise choice to throw that away.
2nd down and 10 now for the Stony Point Tigers. A run game for Stony Point that, now they've only had 2 offensive plays tonight. Both have been passes so far, but when they do get the run game going, it's a steady run game. It's not the explosive run game of some other teams, but steady 4 or 5 yards a carry whenever they get it rolling. Said they're going to throw again. Troyer on the seam. He's got a man. That is caught. Still on his feet at the 25. Be close to a 1st down. I think it's Andrew Gomez with a reception again. It is. A yard shy of the 1st down, but it'll be 3rd and 1. You got to think the Stony Point team saw something on tape they liked, because 3 straight passes to start the game for them tonight. And one of them went for a 59-yard touchdown. Andrew Hill in the backfield as the running back. And time called by the Tigers. 4:59 to go in this opening quarter. 7-6. Stony Point leads Manor here at the Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex on homecoming night for the Stony Point Tigers. Pretty full student section down there tonight on homecoming. See if we can start catching up on some scores from around the area from last night. There were a few games. I know I stopped at Weatherburger around 10 o'clock last night. I was coming back from a charity event, and Jay and I were both there. And I stopped at Weatherburger coming home, and I ran into like half of the Rouse student body over there. Speaking of Rouse, they took a 42-14 loss to Georgetown last night at Bible Stadium. Cedar Park with a close victory at Eastview, 31-29. Pflugerville all over McCallum yesterday, 52-14. Navarro beat Crockett 20-7. Westlake beat up on Austin High 49-7. Everybody else playing tonight here locally. 3rd and 1. Handoff right up the middle. Plenty for a first down and a bit more. Nice 6-yard gain for Andrew Hill on the carry. And that'll move the sticks. First time that Stony Point's kept it on the ground tonight.
Great time for your first run of the game. Going all pass, need a couple yards, run the ball up the middle. Easy.
Good push by the offensive line there, too. We'll get you caught up on everybody else tonight, closer to halftime or maybe even during halftime. See if they stay on the ground here. 3-3-5 defense for Manor. Instead, it's a pass to a wide-open receiver on the left side. That's Tristan Rhymes. Makes the first man miss and gets across midfield. Rhymes to the 49-yard line, and that's another first down, 21-yard pickup.
Outside of one play, Stony Point's been able to find some holes in this Manor defense.
That was a tough little throw there from Troyer, too. He had a couple of defenders he had to find through the zone to get the ball over and drop it into Rhymes. Mason Troyer off to a good start tonight. There's a fake handoff, rolling right. Troyer dumps it off to the tight end coming across the formation. That's going to be plenty, or really close to a first down. They'll pick up 9. Alex Freeman just coming across the formation and giving the easy outlet there out of the backfield. Second and 1. Maybe see if they take a shot here with just a yard to go on second down. Nope, they'll hand it off to Hill. Coming over the left side on the sweep play. He's got room, got the first down, makes a man miss, and gets out to the 30-yard line for a 10-yard gain and a first down. I'll tell you what, he sent Antoine Lancaster flying past him on that little juke move in the backfield. Actually, a 12-yard pickup on the play. First down at the Manor 28-yard line. Mason Troyer checking his sideline, looking for the call. And that's going to be a delay of game. Took a little too long coming in. Now, actually, they get the timeout. They did. They awarded Stony Point the timeout. So Stony Point will save the yardage, but now they are down to just one timeout left in this first half. 3:26 to go in the opening quarter. Stony Point leads it 7-6 over Manor tonight. And I'll tell you, Jay, I'm really impressed with the diversity of play calling so far on this offensive side of the football for Stony Point.
Yeah, they've been able to do pretty much whatever they wanted so far. Outside of one, maybe 2 plays, I don't think they've had any negative plays so far.
Yeah, just the one incompletion to start this drive. Everything else has been positive. Yeah, you're dead right. There was the one-play touchdown drive, and then here on this drive, you had the incompletion to start, but then a 9-yard pass, a 5-yard run, a 21-yard pass, and 9-yard run, and then a 12-yard run. I mean, you're breaking off yards in big chunks.
Yeah, playbook's fully open right now. That's on Manor to try and stop them, but Stony Point's just going to keep moving the ball.
First and 10 now for Stony Point. Ball at the Manor 28 as we head towards the north end zone to our left. Only 2 down linemen there for Manor. Handoff to Hill around the left side again. He's got plenty of room to roll. Lowers his shoulder, knocks the defender's helmet off, and he's got another first down. All the way to the 14-yard line. That's a gain of 14.
Punishing run. You kind of love to see it.
Yeah, finishing them off. There is an injured player down, so we will watch as he gets attended to. 3:19 to go in this opening quarter. And we'll hope the young man's okay. There looks to be Antoine Lancaster there. That'll give him some attention towards this near sideline. As they do that, we'll just check the other scores in college ball. We'll do the high school ball. We'll do some more high school scores in just a bit. Let those games get going. We do have one game going on in college football in the Big Ten right now. They are close to halfway through the first quarter, and the Northwestern Wildcats lead on the road at Maryland 7-0. Northwestern, double-digit underdog going into that game this week, but Friday nights, it seems like, have been the nights for the underdogs to win this year in college football. You had it last week, too. You had a big upset on a Friday night. Everybody got upset last week, but especially on Friday night.
College football on Friday nights feels a little bit weird, but, football any night of the week I'm kind of okay with.
We're at a span right now. There's, I think, 56 straight days where there's a game on TV every night between NFL, college. It's crazy.
Wow.
We're back in action here. Lancaster able to walk off the field under his own power. 1st and 10. Troyer to throw near sideline. That ball is caught by Andrew Gomez. A flag comes down behind it as well. I think a piece of the face mask was grabbed as a tackle was being made. Gomez works his way to the 8. We'll wait for the flag. Yeah, that's going to be a personal foul against Manor. The face mask called. That should be half the distance to the goal. And we'll put the ball at the 4-yard line, I would believe. They just haven't marked it off yet. Yeah, first down, Manor at the 4. I know I'm not crazy. I've watched enough football and done enough games in my life to know the rules by now. First and goal, Stony Point, trying to extend the 7-6 lead. Hill with the handoff over the right side. Squares his shoulders, gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Stony Point Tigers. Andrew Hill from 4 yards out.
Stony Point moving the ball at will on Manor.
For Andrew Hill, that is his first score of the season as a running back. Extra point from Noah Lopez is on the way. It is up and it is booted a mile through. It would have been good easily from about 50 yards.
Someone's going to have to collect that from the parking lot.
And your score is 14-6 in favor of Stony Point. I think it was good. They don't have the extra point on the board yet, but it looked like it went right down the middle. It landed right down the middle. I don't know why it wouldn't be.
It looked like the refs had their arms up.
Yeah, they just probably haven't updated the scoreboard just yet. But 14-6, your score. Oh, and I'm sorry, folks, if you're watching on the screen here, I put it on the wrong side of the scoreboard, so I'm going to fix that. If you're not aware, we do all the producing up here off of the computer as we're doing things live, and Jay's over here running the camera and calling color. So sometimes it gets a little hectic. We mess things up. We apologize. Andrew Hill with a 4-yard touchdown run, capping off a 9-play drive for the Stony Point Tigers. 84 yards on it. And let's see, it took up just 2 minutes and 38 seconds off the clock. Stony Point offense rolling tonight, leading 14-6. They'll run up in the kick. High end over end again through the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. 3:07 to go in this opening quarter. Still haven't put that extra point on the board up there yet. I'm confused now.
It sure seemed like it was good.
I thought it was. I'll have to go check here at the end of the first quarter just to make sure. Manor will spot the ball on the right hash mark to start this drive. Technically their fourth drive of the game because they did get that muff punt recovery earlier. Cam Huff leads his offense out there with 3 receivers left. Will throw to the left. He's got a man that is complete inside. Caught by Ronzel Woods, and it's enough for a first down. Ronzel Woods, not a name you hear too much. It's just his 6th catch of the year. When you're out there right now, I think you have to see where number 3 is lined up for Manor, and then watch the coverages against him first. Huff to throw, steps up, looking to toss, looks for Woods. It's tipped, and it looks like it's intercepted. Was it? It was picked off by the Stony Point Tigers. My goodness. Woods had it go off his hand a little crossing route, and then Joaquin Pena steps off of the man he was covering and makes a diving interception. So Stony Point takes over at the 43.
Well, we were talking about earlier how strength on strength here, and at this point, Stony Point's winning that battle.
I was like, you got to kind of watch where Jordan Clark is lined up and then see if Stony Point's doubling him just to make Manor go to other options. Clark hasn't really been able to get too involved in the offense so far for Manor tonight, and Stony Point is taking advantage. So the Tigers, with 2:45 to go in this opening quarter, they've scored on each of their first 2 drives. We'll see if they can do it again with a short field. Troyer to throw. Rush coming. Escaping out to the left, and he'll be sacked. Drop back at the 37. Number 99 there with the tackle, Maxwell Osorinier. 5-yard loss on the sack. It is 2nd and 15. Mason Troyer takes this snap. It's going to be reversed for the Stony Point Tigers. It's handed off to Andrew Gomez. Makes the first man miss in the backfield, but it slowed him up enough to where it kind of slowed the momentum. Nice job just to pick up 2, but it will be 3rd down and long now. Each team's gone in their bag a little bit here with a reverse in the first quarter. Third down and 13 to go. Stony Point taking their time to get this play call in, but they're down to 10 seconds on the play clock. They got to get moving. There's only 1 timeout left in this first half for the Tigers. Got to get lined up. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. Just now lined up 1 second, and they get it off just in time, but it's fumbled. Looks like a flag came down, and it will be a delay. Yeah, they didn't get it off. Maybe a good thing there for Stony Point, though, because Troyer didn't get a great handle on that, and they were rushing to get lined up. The delay backs up the Tigers to the 34-yard line. Third down and 18. Tigers need the 48-yard line of Manor to get a new set of downs. Trips right, single man to the left. Troyer looking right, steps up into a clean pocket, throws, and he's got a man that's caught near the 50. Tristan Rhymes with the catch, but he only is able to get to his own 49. He'll be about 3 yards shy.
They just about had a 3rd and 18 play.
4th and 3, and we'll see what Stony Point decides to do here. 1:25 left in this opening quarter. And the Tigers look like they're going to go for this. give Manor a short field if you can't execute. Interesting play call. Under center. Troy, they might just try to draw him offside here and take the penalty. That's what they were doing. Take the 5-yard penalty and boot it away if you can't draw them off.
That's probably the smart choice. You've been able to do whatever you want on offense. No need to bring Manor back into the game.
Yeah, it's still just a one-score game here at 14-6. Scoreboard still officially, by the way, the scoreboard says 13-6. We have 14 because we thought the extra point was good. We're going to go check that here in the break at the quarter. And I may be apologizing for having the score wrong here for a few minutes. Stony Point will punt this one away. Low snap, handled and kicked away by Noah Lopez, heading out towards the sideline. Pretty short kick, but it takes a nice little Stony Point bounce. See where they officially mark it. Looks like right at the 25-yard line for Manor. Every drive tonight for Manor, with the exception of the muff punt recovery, has started at the 25. Last time they touched the football, just 2 plays for the Manor Mustangs. A 10-yard pass and then an interception off the fingertips of Ronzel Woods. Three receivers left, one to the right. Handoff over that left side to Xavier Hill. Xavier picks up 5. Maybe 4, excuse me. It'll be 4-yard gain down to the 29. Manor has to snap the ball at least one more time here in the quarter. Taking their time getting this play call in. 2 receivers on each side, tightly bunched. Rolling right. Huff to throw. He's got his man. That is caught by Johnny Buhendwa at the 42, and a first down for the Manor Mustangs. Smart play call there because the pressure has kind of been getting to Huff all night. So roll him out of the pocket and give him a little extra time to find a receiver. That'll end the first quarter. The Stony Point Tigers lead at 14-6 over Manor. We're back at the second in just a minute. This is Round Rock ISD Football, presented by Covert Ford on the iHSFAN Network.
In the heart of Austin, there's a name that reigns supreme, Covert Ford. For over 114 years, Covert Ford has been driven by the community, offering unbeatable service and a wide selection of vehicles. From the rugged F-150 to the iconic Expedition, Covert Ford has the perfect ride for every journey life offers. Visit Covert Ford Austin, where community drives us. CovertFord.com, off Research Boulevard. Join the Covert family today.
14-6 your score. The Stony Point Tigers lead Manor as we head to the second quarter of play. We were right, by the way. 14 is your score for Stony Point. The extra point was good. So just took a minute for the scoreboard here in the stadium to get it added. But we're all set now, as they have. It is 1st and 10 for Manor. And it'll be a quick flash out to Jordan Clark into space on the swing pass. Makes a couple of men miss, and he'll be taken down from behind, but not before he gets to Stony Point territory at the 47. You can see why Manor tries to get him the football in space, Jay, because when he does, he's able to make plays.
I think, is that the first time we've seen him this game?
No. We've seen Clark a few times with the football. They've struggled to get it to him on a couple of occasions, but you can see they're trying to get it to him in any different ways than just shooting it downfield also. They run him on the reverse. They run some swing passes to him. Huff looking to throw, rolling left, pressure in his face, and just has to throw it away. Looked like it was the defensive back there, Jonah Osborne, actually the linebacker, Jonah Osborne, shooting up into the face of the quarterback, Cam Huff.
Great play call by Stony Point right there. The quarterback had no time to do anything. He had to throw it away.
It'll be 2nd and 10. Brad Tillery, Jay Brooks here with you tonight. Coming to you live from the home of Round Rock ISD, the Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex. Timeout called by Manor. That'll be their first used of the half. And when I say the home of Round Rock ISD, I mean that because, well, one, most of the Round Rock ISD teams called this place their home stadium, but two, the athletic director for the ISD, his office is literally right downstairs. Just one floor below us.
I walked into it on my way up here today.
Yeah, the elevator here is broken tonight, so we're pretty high up here in the booth. 4 or 5 stories, something like that. I don't know. But the stairs are steep to get up here. Let's just say that. And when you're old and fat like me, it doesn't really work anymore, man. You and I both got the gray hair in our beards, and it's just so much, man. So much we could take anymore.
I was so ready to be done at that doorway before I realized there was another one to go up.
2nd and 10. Ball at the 47 for Manor. They are in Stony Point territory, looking to tie this game back up if possible. They're down 8. Rolling right. Huff to throw. Gets it out of his hands, and it's caught by Jordan Clark near the line of scrimmage, but no more. Just had nowhere to go. Well played out there by the defense. It is 3rd down and 9.
This Stony Point defense is on point tonight. Manor's having to work for everything that they're doing.
Yeah, nothing's coming easy. 3rd and 9 for the Tigers. Trips left, 1 to the right for Manor. Huff steps up, throws down the middle, and it is incomplete. Threw it behind his intended receiver, Johnny Buhenjwa, and it's 4th and long. It'll be punt time for Manor. Stony Point allows a couple of first downs, but no more. And once again, this Manor offense has to punt it away. Back deep for Stony Point, Tristan Rhymes. Snap back, it's clean, and it's booted away. Rhymes calling everybody off. That ball's going to bounce right around the 13, put a little backspin on it like I wish I could do with a pitching wedge, and it stops at the 12. .10:34 to go in this opening half. Let's see if we can update the old scoreboard and check out what's going on around high school football in the area. As we play some funky music down here for the Stony Point band, am I right? You can't hear it. We don't have the crowd mic, unfortunately, but gotta love when they play some old school vibes.
The Stony Point band's been rocking it tonight.
There's a handoff right up the middle. Andrew Hill with the carry, and he's still on his feet. Gets out to the 18-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play. Vandergrift in district tonight. They lead Cedar Ridge 23-0. That game in the second quarter already. Vista Ridge 7, McNeil nothing midway through the second quarter. That game I think is being played over, or it's just about a mile from here as the crow flies, over at Gupton Stadium. You can see the lights if you turn around for the press box and look up. There's a quick pass to the near sideline. That ball is complete. It should be enough for a first down into the hands of Andrew Gomez, who's still on his feet. And Gomez gets to the 27.
He didn't want to go down.
9-yard gain. That game, Vista Ridge and McNeil, man, that's a big swing game tonight. McNeil comes into the district play 2-2. Vista Ridge 1-2. And the kind of game that can make a difference towards the end of the year. Vandergrift now, by the way, leads 30-0. Snook leads, and Bartlett, rather, 14-12 in favor of Bartlett. As as it is 1st and 10 here from the 27 for Stony Point. Gomez in motion from right to left. Handoff to Hill on the sweep play. Tries to stick his foot in the ground. He's going to reverse field. Makes a man miss. If he can pick up a block, he's got room to run. Towards the 25, outruns a man at the 30. Pushed out of bounds around the 33. He did about 45 yards of running there and picks up 7.
That was impressive just to make that a positive play, because that could very easily have been a negative play.
I said 7, actually 6, but still 2nd and 4, and you're right. That was 2 or 3 yard loss staring it in the face and able to turn it into a 6-yard gain. The Hippos, Hutto trail Round Rock 8-0. That's a game you can see here on the iHSFAN network as well, live. Being played at Dragon Stadium in Round Rock. Troyer pump fakes, resets, now throws. That ball's tipped to the line of scrimmage. It's incomplete. 3rd down and 4 coming. Big game there in Round Rock, too. Hutto 2-1 in district. Round Rock 3-1 in district. You might have a log jam here by the end of the night, that 2-2 space, 3-2 space. And you're starting to see some separation. Vandergrift, Round Rock, and the surprise team in the district right now is Cedar Ridge for the top 3 spots. But remember, 4 teams make the playoffs. And last year, 4 teams tied for the final 3 playoff spots. Quick throw, near side, ball complete. It's first down to Andrew Gomez and more down the sideline. And he gets his way into Manor territory. Actually going to mark him out right in midfield. 17 yards on the play, though, and a first down. Yeah, this competitive district last year, Jay, 4 teams tied for the final 3 playoff spots. One of them got left out. It was Westwood on tiebreakers.
Man, I'd hate to be the one there having to figure out the tiebreakers for that.
I was doing a game that night on the final night of the season. We were watching scores. It was wild trying to figure out all the scenarios. 1st and 10 here. Handoff up the middle. It's Andrew Hill again, and this time he only picks up about 2. Stony Point 14, Manor 6, 8:36 to go here in the second quarter. Lake Belton leads Glenn 14-7. That's in the second. Lexington all over Thrall 35-0. Leander and Colleen Chaparral scoreless in the second. They're getting close to halftime already. 2nd and 8 here. Troyer with a clean pocket to throw. Now rolls out to his right. Pressure coming. And he will be taken down for a big loss, a sack, and dropped for a 12-yard loss there. Had the pocket to step up to there for a second, then just kind of collapsed on him there out of nowhere.
That one hurts a little bit.
Loss of 11 officially. They'll mark him at the 41. 3rd down and 19 now for Stony Point.
He snapped it on that one and just had nowhere to go. They were on top of him right away.
And good coverage down the field there. Mason Troyer with the offense out there, takes the snap. Will throw down the middle. He's got a man. That's caught on the checkoff to the 50, to the 45, and near the first down at the 42. That's Landon Schluter. Or Schluter, excuse me. Schluter. It's Landon Schluter. My apologies. I know how to pronounce his name. I got told a couple of weeks ago, and I just somehow messed it up. It will be 4th and 2. My apologies there, Landon.
That's the 2nd, 3rd, and long. Stony Point has come up 2 yards short.
Well, they're going to go for it here from the 42, it appears. Snap. Looks to throw. Has to pump. Now rolling right. Trying to escape. Throws over the middle. It is taken away from interception. Caught by Andrew Gomez, and he's got a first down. That ball was picked off, and Gomez just ripped it away from the defender.
What a play. That was unbelievable.
I don't know that I've ever seen that. I've seen balls ripped away before, but not like that.
I hope the quarterback goes up there and gives him a high five and thanks him for that one.
The coaching staff from Manor is trying to figure out what's going on. Head coach James Keller's having a question for the referee. The referee's like, ball never hit the ground, man. That was wild. It'll be 1st and 10 for Stony Point. I don't know what the question here is exactly, but maybe a substitution that Manor wants. I don't know, but the referee's holding up play right now. It looks to be 1st and 10 Stony Point. Well, everybody back where they're supposed to be now. It will be Tiger football. Troyer to throw. Rolls left and nowhere to go with the football, and he's spun down in the backfield for a sack. Maxwell Osarinye drops him for a 6-yard loss. Good coverage down the field. Just really nowhere for Mason Troyer to go with that football.
It looked like he may have been able to tuck that ball and run and get a few yards, but he was still looking downfield.
Yeah, he's, a lot of high school quarterbacks will do a one read, maybe two, and then take off. He's going to scan the field. He's not a guy that he wants to stand back there and throw the football. Not a guy that wants to necessarily go and take off when he can. 2nd and 16. Quick throw near side, and it's incomplete. Dropped by Brock Sumter. It'll be 3rd down. Actually, excuse me, that's the wrong name. That was not Brock Sumter. That was Justin Thompson, the intended receiver. Thought I saw 23. It said it was 83.
Numbers are hard.
I was a TV major, man. We only have to do so much math. 3rd and 16. Remember, Stony Point has a kicker with a giant leg, so you don't necessarily need a first down here. Just some yardage back will give you a chance. Instead, though, Troyer is sacked once again, this time by Damian Godley, back to the 49-yard line.
I think that one will take him out of field goal range.
Yeah. It'll be 4th and a mile now. Noah Lopez coming out to kick. Instead of place kicking, he's going to punt this one away. 5:18 to go here in the second quarter. Stony Point still leads at 14-6 in a game that stagnated a bit after they were going up and down the field a little bit there in the first quarter. Nice spiraling kick fielded at the 15-yard line by Jordan Clark. Gets out to the right side. Flags coming down behind the play. This is going to come back. Looked like a block in the back there from Amir Innes. This was fielded at the 15. Should be half the distance to the goal from there, so it'll most likely mark the Mustangs inside the 10-yard line. Big swing of possession there. That's about 20 to 25 yards of hidden yardage. I'll wait for the official. And now they'll start walking it back. Officials still having the conversation about where they want to mark it and where it happened. There we go. Block in the back against Manor, the official call. That's half the distance from the spot of the foul. And it'll push it to the 8-yard line. 4:56 to go here in the second quarter. That Stony Point drive that came up empty just now was 12 plays and went nearly 5 minutes. Fake handoff, throw near sideline. Jordan Clark makes a man miss, stays on his feet, and he's out of bounds at the 18-yard line. That's going to be right near the line to gain. In fact, they'll give it to him at the 19, first down.
That could have been trouble if he'd have stayed on his feet.
Mm-hmm. First and 10, ball at the 19, 4:50 to go. It's a snap. Huff to throw, being pressured. Tries to go right, now escapes left and just chunks it out of bounds. There might be a question of if he was out of the pocket.
Yeah, that looked pretty close there. I don't know if he was out or not.
The ball started on the left hash mark, and he threw it from around the hash marks. So I don't know that he ever got outside the tackle box.
Great defense by Stony Point, though. Stay on top of the receivers and make sure they were locked down, but also really pressure the quarterback.
No flag is officially picked up, so incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Man comes into motion. That's Jordan Clark. Fake. They'll throw it to him out of the backfield. Tries to shake and bake and just steps out of bounds at the 24. Really well played. Stony Point kept everything in front of him. Mason Luna did not bite. And as soon as Clark caught the football, Luna just stepped up on him and forced him out of bounds.
Manor's working real hard to get the ball into Clark's hands. And Stony Point's keeping him in front of him. They're not letting him get by.
3rd and 5. Ball at the 24-yard line here. The throw, Huff gets out of the tackle from behind, but not this time, or not the second time. He kind of escaped coming over the top, but holding on to the ankles and bringing him down was number 25, Tristan Butler, for the sack, dropping him back at the 17-yard line. Pressure coming from around that edge and just getting to Huff. Cam Huff's having a rough night tonight. This is a guy who averages 260 yards a game through the air.
This Stony Point defensive line, they're looking really impressive tonight.
Stony Point's defense all in tonight looks really good. 4 minutes to go in this quarter. 5 seconds on this play clock. They'll get it off. Booted away, a high, long, spiraling kick that sends Tristan Rhymes all the way back to the 35. Takes a bit of a Stony Point bounce, but officially down at the Tiger 38. I think Manor will take that, considering they're kicking it from their own goal line. 3:44 to go in this first half. AutoNation Chevrolet proudly supports Round Rock ISD football programs. If you're looking for a big win, shop their unbeatable selection of new Silverados, Colorados, Equinoxes, Trax, and more. Plus, you can score cash for your car by selling it to the team at AutoNation Chevrolet. Get your quick online appraisal now at AutoNationChevroletWestAustin.com. Then get paid the same day. I promise you, folks, it's that easy. Visit AutoNation Chevrolet at 183 in Duval today. Together, let's drive. 14-6, Stony Point leads it with the football. A little over 3 minutes to go in this first half. It's a handoff on the sweep to the near sideline. That's Aaron Bolton taking off. First time we called his name tonight. Bolton, the leading rusher on this Stony Point team, and he picks up 7 yards. Thanks to AutoNation Chevrolet and all of our sponsors to make these broadcasts happen for you this season, free of charge to you. Just like and subscribe for us out there on YouTube, so that way we can make sure you don't miss a second of high school football here, especially from Round Rock ISD in 6A District 25. There's a snap one-handed by Troyer. Tries to step up, now will throw. He finds his man over the middle. That's caught. That's a first down. What a play by Mason Troyer. Landon Schluter was the receiver, but Troyer caught that snap way out to his right, almost like a first baseman stretching out to pull one in, and then still had the presence of mind to step up and find the open receiver.
Yeah, that one looked like it might get away from him there for a second, but impressive job catching the ball and then find the open man.
16-yard gain and a first down. Clock moving with 3:15 to go in the quarter. Fake handoff. Troy keeps it this time around right side. Shakes and bakes and steps out of bounds at the 31. Gains 7, avoids the hit. And you were saying he could run it a little bit there, Jay, at times, and there's the opportunity just to keep that defense honest now for the run game. Second and 3. Troyer drops straight back. Has time. Nowhere to go with the football. Rolls right and just throws it away. Wise play. Everyone was blanketed there. Comes third down. You notice with Mason Troyer right here, Jay, that I keep seeing several times, that's the third or fourth throwaway we've seen tonight. He's not putting the ball in danger when he doesn't have to.
Yeah, you like to see that from a quarterback. You don't want any turnovers that could lead to bringing the other team back in the game. So sometimes throwing the ball away is better than trying to force something that isn't there.
I would assume Stony Point feels they're in field goal range with Noah Lopez, the kicker. It is 3rd and 3. And timeout called by Manor. 2:58 to go here in this first half, 14-6. Stony Point continues to lead, looking for more here. Back to the scoreboard update from earlier. Let's see where we are, where we left off. Liberty Hill 13, Elgin 6. That game in the second quarter. Wimberley shutting out Salado 14-0 in the second. Dripping Springs 13, Bowie 7 in the second. Hendrickson and Anderson tied up at 10 in the first. Taylor leads Austin Northeast 14-0. Lake Travis all over Del Valley 28-0 in the first quarter. Connolly 7, Bastrop 0. Early in the game of the second quarter there. Burnett 14, Marble Falls 0 in a rivalry game down there over in Burnett County. 8:30 left in the second quarter. Lago Vista 12, Gonzales 0. Weiss 21, Hayes 0. Started the second quarter. And LBJ all over Manor New Tech, 19-0 in the second quarter. In the college game, well, the second game of the night's kicking off between UNLV and Utah State. But in the Big Ten, Northwestern, 17-0 lead on the road in College Park, Maryland against the Terrapins. 3rd and 3 here. It's a handoff to Bolton. Bit of a miscommunication on that handoff. You could see it. Didn't look like he and Mason Troyer are on the same page, and Bolton's dropped for a 2-yard loss. It'll be 4th and 5 and decision time.
Quarterback's staying on the field.
Yeah, you don't see high school football teams, even if you have the leg, try 50-plus yarders too often. So it'll be 4th and 5. Fake handoff, rolling left. Troyer to throw, and he's hit as he throws. It's incomplete. Again, everybody covered. It looked like it was designed to go to Landon Schluter there, but Schluter had a man all over him. Number 10, Eddie Robinson, was the man to knock it away, put the pressure on the quarterback, and it's a turnover on downs. So this game has stagnated here since the Andrew Hill 4-yard touchdown run in the first quarter. We have gone interception, punt, 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 turnover on downs. Game that we thought might be a little more up and down. And between the 20s, both teams seem to be moving the ball pretty decently. I would say really between the 40s and 30s, but just nobody really getting in a scoring position here over the last 12 to 14 minutes of gameplay. There's a handoff. Cutting back across the field now is Xavier Hill after his first option to the left was shut off. Able to pick up about 5 to the 38. Second down, 5 to go. 2 minutes left here in this opening half. It's a big drive for Manor. Handoff left side again. That's a first down and a whole lot more for Xavier Hill as he is into Stony Point territory, out to the 46. The reason I say it's a big drive, not only because they're down 8 points, but remember, Stony Point gets the football coming out of the locker room.
Really like to see Stony Point's defense step up and keep playing like they've been playing all half. Hate to see them give up some points here to Manor at the end of the half.
Clock rolling, 1:36 to go in the half. Manor with 2 timeouts. Fake handoff, Huff to throw. Rolling left. He's going to take off now, and he will only pick up a yard or two. Now throws the football. Was he across the line of scrimmage, or was he still right on it? I think he was right on the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be an incomplete pass. Took a hit from Jordan Garcia there. It'll be 2nd and 10. Really close to being an illegal forward pass. Two receivers on each side. Ball on the left hash mark. 2nd and 10. Low snap. Fielded off the ground by Huff. Defensive line coming after him, breaking through, and taken down from behind. Cam Huff is sacked. Tristan Butler chases him down. Right at midfield there. It'll be a loss of about 4. And here comes 3rd down. Looks like a flag down on the play. It's going to be holding against Manor. It's decision time for Stony Point, and the coaches will push them back. Surprised. Thought they might take the sack and the down there.
Either way, I think it was a big play that Stony Point's defense really needed here with the half running out.
Pushes Manor back to the 44.
I think I agree, though. I almost would have taken 3rd and 15 over 2nd and 20.
Yeah, it was going to be 3rd and 14 there with the clock rolling. 2nd and 20. Stony Point showing they're going to bring 4. And they will. Man coming around the right edge again. Huff being flushed out of the pocket to the right. Throws it downfield. It's nearly intercepted. Pressure once again from Tristan Butler. Eric Spencer stepped in front of the pass, and it just went off his hands. It'll be 3rd down and 20. The thing you notice, though, that I'm picking up right now on, Jay, whenever they get into a 3-4 wide set like that, and you know that they're going to be throwing the ball, Jordan Clark is being double covered. Every step he took pre-snap, 2 defenders were mirroring his steps.
His stats for this year definitely deserve that.
3rd and 20. Pressure coming again. Looks like a hold in the backfield that Manor may have gotten away with. It's complete, and it's close to a 1st down out to the 37.
That's going to be really close.
Looks like Ronzel Woods with the catch and run, and he's a yard shy. I think the refs missed a hold, though. Timeout called by Manor. Exactly 1 minute left in this first half. 14-6, Stony Point leads it. It will be 4th down and a yard after the timeout here. That was Manor's final timeout of the half as well. I feel bad for the coaches and the coordinators up here because, like I said, we told you earlier, the elevator's broken right now, so they got to race down the stairs and then race back up at halftime.
I think the race up will be a lot worse than the race down.
No doubt. 4th and a yard. Heavy set formation in the backfield. Direct snap to Jordan Clark. Looks like it's in play, and now timeout called by Stony Point. They didn't like how that was lined up, and that's Stony Point's final timeout of the half as well. Stick around for the halftime show. We will quickly get you caught up on everything that happened here in the first half and then step aside and let you watch the bands. If you've been with us all year, you know we don't have audio for the bands, unfortunately, because everything up here in the booth is enclosed. However, we can leave the camera on, let you watch the performances. I'll tell you, if you don't live near a high school or you don't maybe see it, I happen to live right by a high school. And the amount of work in the summer that those bands put in is wild. They're out there in the heat, practicing formations and everything. We always hear about, it's 2-a-days for high school football, or it's practice time, it's camp, whatever. Bands go through the same thing. And they're out there for hours on hours practicing formations and marching, and it's amazing the amount of work those kids put into everything. 4th and a yard. It's a direct snap to Jordan Clark. He keeps it up the middle. And on the Wildcat, he's got plenty for a first down. Still on his feet. And taken down at the 28. Pickup of 9 on the play. Clark on the inside slot to the left here. Stony Point trying to get lined up. It'll be a throw to the right side, and it looked like it was dropped. It was incomplete. Johnny Buhenjwa, the intended receiver. 39 seconds left in this opening half. Stony Point trying to cling on to an 8-point lead before we go to the break. Second and 10. Clark again lined up in the slot. Off the throw, being chased from behind and sacked one more time. That man again, Tristan Butler, having a heck of a game from the right end spot tonight.
He has been a problem for Manor all night long. They have not had an answer for him yet.
That's at least 2 sacks for him tonight and several other quarterback pressures.
It also has got the clock moving right now.
17 seconds left in the half. Good observation there. Clock is rolling. 4 receivers set. Huff drops back, throws, or tries to throw, and he's taken down again. Guess who with the pressure? Tristan Butler. And that is how the half will end. Back-to-back sacks for him. And the Stony Point Tigers will take a 14-6 lead into the locker room. We're back in just a minute with a first half recap. Tell you how it all went down. Halftime here at the Kelly Reese Athletic Complex. Stony Point 14, Manor 6. This is Round Rock ISD football presented by Covert Ford on the iHSFAN network.
In the heart of Austin, there's a name that reigns supreme, Covert Ford. For over 114 years, Covert Ford has been driven by the community, offering unbeatable service and a wide selection of vehicles. From the rugged F-150 to the iconic Expedition, Covert Ford has the perfect ride for every journey life offers. Visit Covert Ford Austin, where community drives us. CovertFord.com, off Research Boulevard. Join the Covert family today. Alpha Paving Industries, LLC, is an award-winning, full-service paving and pavement maintenance company. We are headquartered in Round Rock with offices in Houston and Dallas-Fort Worth, servicing cities throughout Texas. In an industry typically known for its lack of professionalism and customer service, Alpha Paving Industries was founded with a vision to provide Texas with a trusted, dependable paving contractor that delivers a strong customer experience, meticulous project management, utmost professionalism, and quality workmanship. In 2013, Alpha Paving Industries, LLC was awarded the City of Austin Small Business of the Year Award for its outstanding service in the City of Austin, and was recognized this year as a top contractor with 4constructionpros.com. These awards are a testament to how we do business with all our customers. If you're looking for Texas's most dependable asphalt paving contractor, contact Alpha today. The Lodge Poker Club is a members-only card club offering a wide range of daily and tournament gameplay. In Round Rock, just off exit 251 on I-35, the Lodge now boasts the largest card room in Texas with 82 tables, comfortable chairs, and 40 75-inch TVs. The Lodge provides fully trained dealers and on-site security with state-of-the-art camera system to ensure the comfort and safety of our members. Open 24 hours a day. More information at thelodgepokerclub.com or call us at 512-614-4045. Longtime MacLeod parent Brian Kerman is a realtor who works for RE/MAX Capital City. Brian is involved in helping Round Rock families buy, sell, invest, and lease properties in the greater Austin area. He has been doing so for over 24 years. As a thank you to the community, he will be honored to donate $1,000 to your favorite booster club or other 501c3 if you use him and he close on a property. We hope you will contact Brian for all of your real estate needs at 512-921-4490 or at briankerman@remax.net. Bush's Chicken is a proud supporter of area schools, athletic programs, and booster clubs with stores in Cedar Park, Round Rock, Georgetown, both North and South Austin, and our newest store serving Pflugerville and Hutto. Bush's serves the Texas standard in real hand-battered fried chicken and crispy tenders, tasty rolls, and that famous Bush's sweet tea. Bush's Chicken, proud supporter of area schools, athletic programs, and booster clubs. The Texas standard. Bush's Chicken. It's good, good, good. Interested in or looking for a home in the premier 55 and better community of Sun City, Texas? Trust the Stacy Group and realtor Cameron Freeman. Cameron specializes in buying and selling new and resale homes in the active adult Del Webb community in beautiful Georgetown, Texas. Contact realtor Cameron Freeman at the Stacy Group today with a text or call to 512-740-1836 to learn more.
Are you looking for a little something extra to get your business noticed? At Ideal Signs, they specialize in custom signage and large format digital printing in a variety of media. Their in-house design department can work with you to create custom artwork to your specifications. They'll work with you to conceptualize, design, and produce any custom projects or idea that you might have. Call 512-930-7446 or visit signsforsports.com. Ideal Signs, family owned and operated since 1969.
Visit Mays Street Boutique in Round Rock for all your shopping needs. Whether you're looking for a special gift or that perfect outfit that everyone will love, we have you covered. Come visit us in-store or shop us online at maysstreet.com. We appreciate your business and thank you for shopping local.
Are you ready to take your celebrations to the next level? Imagine luxury indoor sleepovers that bring the magic of glamping right into your home, or a posh picnic party that brings elegance and charm to your outdoor space. Whether you're planning a birthday bash or a simple get-together with friends, Pop-Up Parties and Posh Events is here to make your dreams come true for any special occasion. Our event planning services will ensure every detail is perfect, leaving you free to enjoy the moment. So let Pop-Up Parties and Posh Events turn your next celebration into a memorable masterpiece.
Halftime here at the Palace at Parmer, where the Stony Point Tigers lead 14-6 over the Manor Mustangs. Brad Tillery, Jay Brooks here with you in the broadcast booth. Let's tell you how it all went down in that opening half. Manor took the opening kickoff and was held to a 3-and-out, but Stony Point would muff the punt. Manor recovered at the 50 and then went on a 5-play drive for 50 yards to make it 6-0. Xavier Hill with a 13-yard touchdown rush up the middle. They would miss the swinging gate 2-point conversion, and it would be 6-0. Stony Point gets the football, a nice return to the 41-yard line, and on their opening offensive play of the game, Mason Troyer finds the receiver Andrew Gomez behind the defense right down the middle for a 59-yard touchdown strike. One play, 59 yards, 9 seconds off the clock. Stony Point goes up 7-6. The defense would force a Manor punt, and the Tigers would take over at their own 16, go on a 9-play march, 84 yards down the field. Andrew Hill with a 4-yard touchdown run, 14-6 in favor of Stony Point at that point, with 3:07 to go in the opening quarter. And then the teams just kind of stagnated a little bit. Manor would throw an interception off the fingertips of a receiver. They would hold Stony Point to a punt. The next 4 possessions for each team were punts. Stony Point did at one point have a chance inside Manor territory around the 33. They were held to a turnover on downs. Manor at the end of the half got down to the Stony Point 33. Back-to-back sacks, though, would end the half. And those back-to-back sacks by Tristan Butler. He is dominating this game defensively for Stony Point right now from the defensive end position. He's got, I believe, unofficial account, 3 sacks in the game, plus a few quarterback hurries. And it is 14-6 in favor of Stony Point over Manor. But can't say enough about what Tristan Butler is doing defensively tonight for Stony Point.
Yeah, he's been a monster on the defensive end, and Manor's just had no answer for him. I think what I'd really like to see out of Stony Point here in the second half, they've been the dominant team in the first half, I think. They were able to move the ball pretty well, but then just would stagnate once they got across the 40-yard line, 30-yard line. If they can just shore up some of the bad sacks and the penalties, they had 3 or 4 times in the first half where they got into third and really long situations, and those are just really hard to convert.
Yeah, be curious to see if the run game maybe gets leaned on a little more in the second half, because the run game has been there for Stony Point at times tonight when they decided to go to it.
Yeah, they've been able to move the ball pretty effectively most of the game. It's like I said, they just, whether it's bad sacks or penalties, once they cross the 50-yard line, things get a lot harder for them. If they can shore that up, they could keep rolling in the second half.
The Tigers trying to find their first district win of the season. 14-6 your score. They lead it right now over the Mustangs. We're about 20 minutes away from kickoff of half number 2. Jay and I are going to step aside, take a little bit of a break, let you watch the bands here do their thing. Jay, maybe zoom out the camera for everybody so they can see the whole thing. And we'll be back in just a bit with half number 2 between Stony Point and Manor. Stick around. We'll have it for you live right here on the iHSFAN Network. This is Round Rock ISD football presented by Covert Ford. Back here at the Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex, we get set for half number 2 between the Stony Point Tigers and the Manor Mustangs. Brad Tillery and Jay Brooks here with you from the Palace at Parmer, where Stony Point will get the ball to start this second half. The Tigers really had dominated that first half in many ways, Jay, but the scoreboard reflects a tight football game, and we'll see if Stony Point can maybe extend that lead here coming out of the locker room. I think we both said coming right before the half or during the halftime break there, been throwing the ball well, really impressed with Mason Troyer so far at quarterback tonight with some of the decisions he's made, but maybe Stony Point tries to get the ball on the ground just a bit more.
It'd be nice to see him run the ball a little bit more consistently. It felt like they were right on the cusp of breaking this game open a few times and just never broke through.
See if they give the ball to newly crowned homecoming king Andrew Hill, who got a few carries and a touchdown there in the first half. Big night for him. Puts one in the end zone, gets the crown for the homecoming king. That's a good night.
Let's see if he can cap it off with a win.
Get a win and some Whataburger, and man, I don't know what else you could do as a high school kid here in Texas.
Perfect Friday night.
There's a low line drive fielded by Tristan Rhymes at the 20. He's got room and a blocker in front of him. 35 out to the 40. And for the second time tonight, the Stony Point return team gets it out to the 40-yard line, and we'll have very nice field position. Mason Troyer, the quarterback, will lead the offense onto the field here to start this second half. Remember, the first play from scrimmage tonight for the Stony Point offense, they threw a 59-yard touchdown pass. And this is interesting. If you really look at what's going on with the Manor defense, Jay, only one player isn't within 5 yards of the football.
Looks like there's some confusion on the Manor defense here, too.
A lot of confusion, and Manor's going to have to burn a timeout right out of the gates.
Oof.
That is, put a star by that one for later on here in the second half.
Yeah, you'd really hate to burn a timeout with only 7 seconds gone in the half.
14-6, Stony Point leads. First half that the defense for Stony Point really, really dominated. They had just the one drive where they gave up a touchdown, and even that was a muff punt that was fielded at the 50, so it was a short field for Manor to work with. Every other possession, Manor started in their own territory. Besides that one that they started at the 50, their best starting position on light's been the 33. So they've had to go long fields all night long, and the Stony Point defense just not letting them do it.
I mean, that's the dream. That's how you want it to go every game. You want to give your defense a chance to go out there and stop them without having them have to stop them within 40 yards.
Mason Troyer with 1st and 10. They will fake sweep it. Troyer keeps it up the middle. And he's faked the jet sweep out to Aaron Bolton. Troyer gets up about 3 or 4. 2nd and 7 coming. I think the coaches maybe had their ears burning. We were talking there at half and before the half and about the ball and trying the run game. Ask and you shall receive. They'll fake the handoff this time. Troyer rolls out right. Good coverage. Everybody blanketed. He's just got to throw it away at the last second. Pressured from behind and hit right as he let it go by Eddie Robinson. Here comes 3rd and 7.
Again, it was nice to see him run there and throw it away. It looked like everybody was covered, but he didn't try and force it in there to anybody. He just got rid of it to save the yards.
Manor defense and the defensive backfield has really clamped down against the passing game here in the last quarter or so.
They really have. That first quarter, Stony Point was all over the place. Couldn't be stopped.
3rd and 7. Snap back. Troyer with time. Throws to the near sideline. It's caught on the out route. That's a 1st down. The deep out route to Landon Schluter. Gets into Manor territory at the 49. 1st and 10. Nice little throw and catch there. Handoff. That's Bolton around the right side. With a hand on the blocker's hip, he'll find his way to the 43 before he's spun down. Gain of 6 on the play. That was a well-blocked play there. And honestly, just one defender shooting through. Otherwise, Bolton probably had another 10 yards in front of him. It's second and about 4. Handoff to homecoming King Hill around the left side. Stretched out, now turns the corner. He's hit near the 40, and it's going to be third and short. There you go. Folks out there watching. They stepped out at the 42. So actually just a yard gain. It's third and 3. Hill with a handoff right up the middle this time. Gets to the 40 before he's hit, and he'll be a yard short. So 4th and a yard now for Stony Point. Decision time, and I imagine the Tigers are going to go for this.
Yeah, they've been committing to the run here, and I think they can probably just run it for another yard here and pick this up and keep going.
Stony Point drum line down here on the field to our left now. Getting the student section hyped up for this 4th and 1. Handoff, Hill takes a step in the backfield. He's met at the line of scrimmage, and he's going to be stopped. Out of that pistol formation, good job by the Manor defense to penetrate the run game there. And Stony Point is held, so Manor will take over. Big stop for the Mustangs. And we were just talking about field position a second ago. This will be their best starting field position of the night, except for that one muff punt. They get it at their own 41. 9:35 to go, third quarter of play. Handoff by Manor. Up the gut after cutting forward is Xavier Hill. And he gets out to the Stony Point 45, a big gainer there. He picks up 16. Just kind of started out over left tackle, stuck his foot in the ground, and went north and south real quick. 1st and 10. Again, a handoff to Hill, this time to the right. Breaks towards the sideline and steps out of bounds near the 40. Picks up 5 on the play. Second down coming for the Manor Mustangs. Again, a handoff to Hill. Sutter steps in the backfield, makes the first man miss, lowers the shoulder, and Xavier Hill picks up 6 for a first down. Both teams seeming coming out of the locker room here, Jay, just committing a bit to the run on both sides.
Yeah, seeing so many passes in the first half seems wildly different here to start the second.
1st and 10, ball at the Stony Point 34 now. Xavier Hill stays in at running back. Cam Huff, the quarterback. This time he will throw, looking for the quick pass. Pressure coming. Huff now rolling out to his right. Will chunk one towards the end zone and well overshoots his intended receiver. Johnny Buhenjwa was the target, but Buhenjwa was covered quite well out there by number 3, Joaquin Pena. 2nd and 10 coming. Man in motion right to left. That is Buhenjwa. Handoff, Xavier Hill. He pushes forward. The pile continues to move. And he's able to get about 8 yards on the carry. Looked like it's about a gain of 3 or 4 and turned it into 8. Ball officially at the 27, so they say it's a 7-yard gain. It'll be 3rd and 3. Ronzell Woods in motion. They fake the handoff, and Jordan Clark has the football. He will make the first man miss, spinning in the backfield, breaks out to the left side, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 10. That was a direct snap to Clark on the Wildcat play. Kind of did everything on his own there, but he's able to pick up 17 yards, and it's 1st and goal.
Manor's getting creative, but they're finding ways to get their playmaker the ball.
Second time we've seen him go Wildcat tonight, and both times have been 10-plus yard gains. There's a handoff up the middle. Xavier Hill falls forward, and he picks up 3. 2nd and goal now coming. Ball on the left hash mark for the Manor Mustangs. Cam Huff takes the snap, throws quickly to the right side, and he had Jordan Clark open and just sailed it over his head, incomplete. 3rd down. And that's one Huff's going to want it back.
Stony Point got a little bit lucky on that one, and we're okay with that.
3rd and goal. Big drive here for Manor. They trailed it 14-6 to Stony Point. 6:55 left in the 3rd quarter of play. Huff drops straight back. Pressure coming. Forced out of the pocket. Now throw back across the body. It's incomplete. Looking for Buhenjwa, but Joaquin Pena knocked it out of there just in time, and it's 4th down. Tough throw, but actually a pretty good throw across his body while rolling right for Cam Huff there. 4th and goal, ball at the 7 for the Manor Mustangs. Stony Point trying to bow up and hold here. And timeout called by Manor. That's their 2nd one used here in the 3rd quarter. Those might be very valuable here in just a little bit. Hey fans, AutoNation Chevrolet proudly supports the Round Rock ISD football programs. If you're looking for a big win, shop their unbeatable selection of new Silverados, Colorados, Equinoxes, Trax, and more. Plus, you can score cash for your car by selling it to the team at AutoNation Chevrolet. Get your quick online appraisal now at AutoNationChevroletWestAustin.com. That's AutoNation Chevrolet WestAustin.com. Then get paid the exact same day. I promise you, y'all, it's that easy. Visit AutoNation Chevrolet at 183 and Duval today. Together, let's drive. 6:50 to go, 3rd quarter here. Stony Point clinging to a 14-6 lead over Manor. It is 4th down and goal from the 7 for the Mustangs. Manor will go for it here. Cam Huff, the quarterback. 2 receivers left, 1 right. They will send Jordan Clark in motion, and they will pitch it back inside. That is a well-designed play. Ronzell Woods runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Manor. They flowed everything one way with Jordan Clark and caught Woods coming the other way. So the defense followed Clark, the playmaker, for this Manor offense, and a little pitch back inside to Ronzell Woods. Nobody saw that one coming, and it's touchdown Manor.
It's kind of interesting. Manor moved the ball all the way down the field with the run, then went to 2 straight passes and got themselves into a 4th down situation and went right back to the run to get the touchdown.
Question is it going to count? The officials talking to the near sideline. What do we have here? Touchdown counts. Yeah. Personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct against Manor. So the question was, do you want it on the kickoff or the extra point for the 15 yards? My assumption is they'll probably take it on the kickoff here.
Well, they could do the extra point, and I wonder if Manor would try and go for 2.
2, yeah, that's also a possibility. Officially, by the way, that is a Woods 7-yard touchdown run. They're going to back them up, and Stony Point will have to settle for this field. By taking the penalty here, you basically take the 2-point conversion off the table.
Yeah, and it keeps you the lead. I think that's a wise move by Stony Point.
So the extra point due here from Xavier Weaver, and it's missed. No good. So the backing them up 15 yards keeps a point off the board, and it's 14-12 in favor of Stony Point. Right? Some big decisions being made, but decisions that that extra point could be really huge here in just a little bit. So it's 14-12. Your scoreboard being updated here correctly, folks. My fault there. I hit the wrong button. There we are. 6:44 to go in this third quarter. See if the Manor offense, or excuse me, the Stony Point offense can get some momentum going here again. Stony Point scored 14 points in the first quarter, but they have been shut out since. Xavier Weaver to kick it away. Short run up for him, only 4 yards up. Just a few steps, and he'll squib it right down the middle. Tristan Rhymes picks it up at the 16-yard line. Rhymes looking for a block, cuts it back up the middle, and he gets to the 37. Manor basically just trying to take away the big return if they can there. Just joining us, Stony Point has led most of the evening. They trailed at 6-0 to start the game, but then scored 14 unanswered in the first quarter. Manor has just scored a touchdown to make it 14-12. Troyer to throw. Pump fakes and then tries to let it go. That ball is loose. The whistle has not been blown. Are they going to say that's a fumble? They will. Nice job there by the lineman, Caleb Wells, to alertly jump on that football. It's a loss of 7. Second down, 17 to go now for the Stony Point Tigers. Tigers wearing the blue uniforms, the blue pants with the white numerals and white helmets tonight. Manor in the red helmets and the white unis, along with the red numerals. Stony Point just gets it off on the play clock. It's handed off on the end around to Andrew Gomez. Gomez picks up about 3 on the play to the 33. So 3rd and long coming for Stony Point. The offense stagnating here a bit coming out of the locker room. Third and 14, excuse me. Tigers need the 47-yard line to keep this one moving. Troyer drops straight back. Rush coming. It is hit up in the air, deflected, and almost intercepted. Eddie Robinson got in there to deflect the pass on the rush. Jackson Cofield had it fallen right in his breadbasket. It was odd. It was one of those end-over-ends, almost like a kick, and he just couldn't hang on to it.
Stony Point's lucky that one wasn't taken away there.
So an incomplete pass forces the 3-and-out. Punt time for Stony Point. Tigers to kick it away. Jordan Clark is deep. Punt will bounce at the 37. Clark calls her to get away from it. His up man almost ran into the football and then realized he needed to fall on it. Amir Innes able to get on the football, so he will keep possession for Manor, but a bit of a dangerous play. It's down, though, at the 33-yard line. 5:10 to go in the third quarter. Stony Point holds a 2-point lead. Each team has found the end zone twice tonight. Manor has not converted on an extra point. They missed a 2-point conversion, and they've missed a long extra point field goal attempt because of a penalty that backed them up 15 yards, and the kick was missed. Play clock rolling here, 5:10 to go in the third quarter. Empty backfield. And Huff steps forward, tries to do a quarterback draw, and he just has nowhere to go. The defensive line for Stony Point was all over that, and a loss of a yard or two on the play. This defensive line's playing really good football tonight. They say he got back to the line of scrimmage. So no gain. 2nd and 10. Cam Huff again with an empty backfield to work with. Quick throw, near side. That is caught and fumbled out of bounds. Jordan Clark had his paws on it, was able to bring it in, and then just kind of lost it as he was trying to tuck it away.
It looked like he was trying to make a move before he secured the football there.
He does pick up 5 yards, so it's 3rd and 5. Ball in the left hash mark. There's a handoff to the right side. Hill with the carry. Carries a couple of defenders with him, and he's going to push forward, still on his feet, to the 49. First down, Xavier Hill and the Manor Mustangs. That looked like it was stopped for maybe a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, that looked like Stony Point may have stopped him and gotten out of the drive, but, man, he just kept working and kept pushing. They got it.
1st and 10, ball at the 49. Huff to throw. Unleashes one deep down the right side and overshoots everybody. It's incomplete. One of those, throw it, and if it's there, great. If it's not, just make everybody think that you still have that in your arsenal and you have to respect it. Second and 10 due here for the Manor Mustangs. 3:38 to go in the third quarter. Sweep play and flag comes down. That'll be a 5-yard penalty on the motion. Backs the Manor Mustangs up just a bit. Feels like this game's had a weird flow to it tonight, Jay.
It really has. It came out of the gate really firing, and then it's been just slowed down to a slog for most of the second quarter and early part of the third quarter here. This feels like a big drive, though, for the Stony Point defense. Love to see him get out of this one and give the offense a chance to get back up there and build a lead.
2nd and 15, Manor. They push Jordan Clark into the backfield and hand it off to him. Clark's going to look to throw. He throws back to Huff. It's another throw, potentially. Huff looking to pass. Finds Clark going the other way. He's got a convoy of blockers in front of him down the sideline to the 30, down to the 25, cuts to the 15. Inside he goes. Makes a man miss to the 10. Still crossing the field to the 5. Touchdown, Jordan Clark on a stunning 56-yard catch and run.
That was an amazing play. I can't believe that even worked, but quarterback turned into receiver, receiver turned into quarterback, throw back and forth.
It might not count. Flag on the play. And everybody is marching back. The funny thing about that play, that wasn't intended to go to Clark. That play was supposed to come down the left sideline on the throwback to Huff. Huff realized it wasn't there. Clark threw his hand in the air, and he threw it back to Clark. which was a very smart play, an astute play by the quarterback, Cam Huff, excuse me. But it may all go for naught. Jordan Clark, that catch and run, he made about 4 or 5 different players miss. That was stunning.
That was an impressive run.
We wait for the official word. I think the call here very well could be too many men downfield, if there's anything. Because with a double pass like that, you start seeing guys leak a little further down in the blocking scheme.
Yeah, it's definitely on Manor, though. Everybody came back.
And that's exactly the call. An eligible man downfield against the Manor Mustangs.
Negates a pretty impressive play for Manor, but it benefits Stony Point.
Not only does it take a touchdown off the board, I mean, that's 60, 70 yards of hidden yardage there, about 61 yards, but obviously the point to the biggest thing. You go from a touchdown and the lead to 2nd and 20. Wow.
Stony Point really needs to take advantage of this situation. 2nd and 20, you're not going to get too many of these. You got to get the ball back now.
Second and 20. Huff sends a man in motion, drops to throw, swing pass out of the backfield, another flag down. This is going to be another motion penalty. And now some pushing and shoving behind the play. Be careful down there. A lot of jawing going down, and that's going to be a penalty against Stony Point. And that's just one you can't have. You had 2nd and 20. You were going to get a pre-snap penalty to push him back 5 yards, but that's a dead ball foul. And I think it's an automatic first down because it's a personal foul.
Yeah, you hate to see him give up that many yards, and I think you're right. I think it's going to be a first down for Manor here.
Unsportsmanlike, this might be offsetting. We got an unsportsmanlike on each side. So Stony Point will catch a break there. Because it looked, with the way that flag came in and the talking that was going on, it didn't look like they were going to offset it. It looked like it was just throwing it on Stony Point because of where it was thrown exactly on the field.
Now it just looks like we're going to replay 2nd and 20.
No, the ball still backs up 5 yards because of the motion penalty. Remember, the motion penalty happened pre-snap. The unsportsmanlikes were dead ball fouls, so
That's right.
The pre-snap doesn't go away. So you still have the 5-yard penalty, so it's a 2nd and 25 for Manor. A wild drive. Huff to throw. Rips one down the right side. It's incomplete, and they're going to get bailed out. Pass interference is called against Stony Point. I don't know that I saw that one. Try to go pretty easy on the officials because they got a tough job down there, but it felt like the receiver kind of ran into the defender there more than anything.
That one hurts a little bit.
First down automatically for Stony Point. It's only a 15-yard penalty. Everybody keeps walking down towards the spot, but it's a 15-yard penalty in high school football, but it's an automatic first down. And that's the big key here. Ball will go all the way to the Stony Point 49. But you go from what would have been 3rd and 25 to 1st and 10. Wow.
That one hurts. That felt like a prime opportunity for Stony Brook to get off the field on defense.
1st and 10. Handoff right side. Jordan Walker, and he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Really good job stretching that play out by the defense for Stony Point. They're able to get in there and make the tackle. 2nd and 10. Two receivers right, tight end on the right side as well. Quick throw near side on the out route. That is Jordan Clark. Finds his way down the sideline, and he's got a first down and a little bit more. Pushed down at the 36. Gain of 13 on the play. They're just trying to find ways to get the ball to Clark in space right now. 1st and 10 Manor, 2:25 left in the third quarter. Stony Point clinging to a 14-12 lead. Turns around, hands it off. Xavier Hill up the middle. And we'll have a scrum for it after a 2-yard pickup. Game that has also slowed down the number of possessions. These teams had a lot of possessions in the first half. Stony Point had 5. Manor had 6 because of the extra possession on the muff punt. Each team's only touched the ball twice here in the third quarter.
It also feels like Stony Point defense has been out there almost the whole third quarter.
They have. The amount of plays been run comparatively, it's pretty impressive. Stony Point offense has run 10 plays. The Manor offense is about to run their 19th play of the quarter. There's a handoff, cutting back up the middle, and a gain of 9 for Xavier Hill. And by the way, that's 19 official plays. That doesn't include the ones that have been taken off, that they've had to go replay. You don't get that energy back. You still have to play the play. 3rd and a yard. 1:15 left in the third quarter. As we are ticking down to what looks like we'll have an exciting conclusion tonight here at the Kelly Reeds Athletic Complex. Looks like brotherly shove territory. Now they'll back out of it. Jordan Clark on the direct snap. He'll keep it. He's going to throw it. The Tebow jump pass is caught by Damian Godley, and he gets all the way down to the 2. The old Tim Tebow Wildcat jump pass. Gains 25. First and goal from the 2. Clark stays in for the Wildcat direct snap. Sends a man in motion. Fakes it. Clark keeps it. He is hit, but he finds his way into the end zone, and Manor has taken the lead with 29 seconds to go in this third quarter. 2-yard touchdown run from Jordan Clark. And Manor, let's see how they'll go for 2 here, most likely to try to go up 6. And at least if Stony Point were to score, force Stony Point to make the extra point. I wouldn't be shocked if they just line Clark up in that Wildcat again. It's been very effective when he's been there.
It really has.
Especially in short yardage situations.
They've been able to get him the ball a lot more here in the second half. That's been bad news for Stony Point.
Well, Huff's in at quarterback. A late substitution coming on. 3 seconds on the clock. The Mustangs only have 1 timeout. Huff looking to throw, scrambles left, now goes back and incomplete to Clark on the in and out. So, again, a missed 2-point conversion. We need to keep a note on these now because you're at a point where if Stony Point can score and make the extra point, they have a full field goal lead now over Manor because of these missed extra points.
Yeah, at this point, a field goal just ties the game. That wouldn't even win it for you at the end.
Manor with their first lead, though, since taking a 6-0 advantage at the beginning of the contest. 29 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Trying to get the points added over here. 18-14 the score. That was an 11-play drive for the Mustangs It took 67 yards. 4 minutes and 31 seconds off the clock, or 39 seconds off the clock, excuse me. It's a squibber that gets past Aaron Bolton. He's got to turn around and pick it up at the 10. The Manor coverage team is down there, and they'll take him down at the 18. So Stony Point with their second worst field position of the night. If you want the silver lining, the worst field position was at the 16, actually the third worst. They have started at 13 tonight. They did start a drive at the 16 earlier tonight, though, and scored a touchdown. First and 10. 4 wide receivers, 2 on each side here for Stony Point. Mason Troyer fakes the handoff, looks to throw, gets it away. It's caught by Andrew Gomez. Cuts back outside, and Gomez is able to get a first down to the 33. Troyer had Eddie Robinson breathing down his neck there, but got it out just in time.
Good first move on the catch there, too, to pick up the first down.
First and 10, Stony Point. Let's see if that gets the offense moving here. Troyer to throw. Quick out route, and it's just a bit too wide. His intended receiver down there was Oliver James. Second and 10. You can see that they're trying to go to quicker passes because the rush from Manor is starting to get home.
Yeah, it wasn't happening as much in the first quarter, but the last quarter and a half or so, Manor's been getting a lot more pressure on the quarterback.
Ball on the right hash mark, second and 10. James goes into motion. Handoff up the middle, and whew! Andrew Hill met right in the backfield. Dropped by Damian Godley, and that is how the third quarter will come to an end. A 2-yard loss on the run. We head to the final stanza with Manor leading Stony Point 18-14. The Tigers, though, with the football back for the last 12 minutes in just a second. This is Round Rock ISD football presented by Covert Ford on the iHSFAN network.
In the heart of Austin, there's a name that reigns supreme, Covert Ford. For over 114 years, Covert Ford has been driven by the community, offering unbeatable service and a wide selection of vehicles. From the rugged F-150 to the iconic Expedition, Covert Ford has the perfect ride for every journey life offers. Visit Covert Ford Austin, where community drives us. CovertFord.com off Research Boulevard. Join the Covert family today.
To the fourth quarter we go with the Stony Point Tigers trailing by 4, 18-14 your score. Manor has the lead, but the Tigers with the football. 3rd and 12 from their own 32 as we get back underway. Troyer to throw, rush coming, gets it out late, a little too tall. Intended receiver was Aaron Bolton, but you can see what Manor has started to do when they get into these long, 3rd and long situations here again for Stony Point. They're bringing an extra man or two, and just more than Stony Point can block.
Yeah, and it's working. They're getting to the quarterback. He's got no time to throw the ball. Even that one, if he'd caught the ball, he still would have been 10 yards short of the first down.
The last 6 possessions for Stony Point have gone punt, punt, turnover on downs, punt, punt. That's since the last time they scored back in the first quarter. And now movement on the line. Stony Point moved, but it looked like Manor's coverage team might have jumped across first and drawn them off. Nope, they'll back them up 5. There's the snap. It's a high snap that backs the punter up, and he's able to just get it away. Good job there by Noah Lopez. That ball's going to bounce and then take a Stony Point roll. That could have been disaster. And Noah Lopez instead will pin him down at the 24.
That's a heck of a punt right there.
That was close to going over his head and towards the goal line the other way. A lot of little plays tonight. You just need to put a star by that are keep in mind kind of plays as we get here deep into the game of a 4-point contest.
Yeah, the game's close enough where I think both teams have opportunities, whether win or lose, are going to be like, that was a play we should have had.
Yeah, you feel like whoever comes out of this game on the wrong side of the scoreboard is going to feel like they probably left some plays out there that they could have turned the game for them. I think you're right. Turn around, a handoff to the left side. Xavier Hill, hard running back. I mean, he just sticks his head. Once he put his foot in the ground, sticks his head down and lowers those shoulders, picks up a quick 6. Second and short here for Manor. Snapping another handoff to Hill. This time, though, he's late getting the football in the handoff, and he's taken down in the backfield. Met by Tristan Butler and TJ Daniel. It'll be third down.
There's that name again.
Tristan Butler. A little bit quieter here in the second half, but, man, he has been just his stat sheet's going to be filled up tonight.
Seems like anytime you hear something good from the Stony Point defense, he's involved.
He's standing up on this left end right now. Handoff again. This coming towards the left side. A little bit of a counter play being stretched out. Lowering the shoulder, Xavier Hill, and getting the first down. They'll mark him at the 36 or so, but it's enough to move the sticks.
That one really looked like they had a chance to get him and stop him for the first down, but good run there to pick it up anyways.
Sometimes you just need your running back to make a play for you, and that's what Xavier Hill did right there for the Manor Mustangs. First and 10, ball on the right hash mark. And penalty flag comes down late, and that's going to be a delay of game here. So that'll back the Mustangs up 5, make it first and 15. Don't forget, folks, if you're listening and watching, make sure you like and subscribe on the iHSFAN network. Across the network, we have games all year long here for Round Rock ISD football. We'll check in on some scores from around the area here in just a minute and get you caught up on some college scores, too. A couple of games going on tonight. Handoff. Hill breaks off the first tackle, but not the second. He's turned back inside, and only a gain of 1. Really good job there by Jonah Osborne. He didn't make the tackle, but what he did is he kind of sealed off that edge and forced Hill back up the middle to where he had help. And a player injured down behind the play. Stony Point player will check on that. And while they attend to him, let's pull up the old scoreboard and see if we can get you caught up. That's number 32 walking off the field on his own power, Michael Martinez, so that's good to see. Games happening tonight. We've already called you up from last night's finals, so let's tell you what's going on tonight. They're already done over at Vandergrift. The Vipers, 47-0 victors over Cedar Ridge tonight. So that moves Cedar Ridge in the standings to their second district loss. And, man, this district's going to get real hectic real quick. There's a snap. Huff looking to throw. He's bottled up in the backfield, still being chased, and now he throws it away at the last second. Third down coming. 3rd and 14. Good job by the defense there for Stony Point to bottle him up and force him into a bad play. Vista Ridge 23, McNeil 8. That game in the 4th quarter. So if that holds, McNeil would fall to 2-3, and Vista Ridge would go to 2-2. Cedar Ridge is now 3-2 in district play. You're going to have about 3 teams with 2 losses tonight in the district for fighting for that 4th spot, and another one with 3 losses. It's going to be like this the rest of the way. Rush coming. Double teamed on the left side was Tristan Butler. Rolling left now. Huff throws down the sideline, and it's incomplete. Intended for Jordan Clark. You could see the line, what they were trying to do. Tristan Butler was double on this right side, and he still almost got home for the sack.
He is having quite the game. This would be a good highlight reel.
Whew.
Big series for Stony Point, though. They finally slowed Manor down this half, and now they're going to get the ball back.
Yeah, that's the 3rd possession for Manor here in this second half, and the first time they've been forced to punt. 9:46 to go in the contest. Stony Point trails it by 4. Punt is away. A wobbler to Tristan Rhymes. He's going to let it bounce. It takes a friendly Mustang roll, and it's down at the 23. Elsewhere around in scores, Bartlett all over Snook, 41-12 in the 4th. Round Rock, a 22-7 victory over Hutto. So Round Rock moves to 4-1 in district. Hutto falls to 2-2. They're going to be right there in that dogfight for the last spot. Lake Belton and Glenn tied at 35 with 7 minutes to go. Lexington crushing Thrall 70-7 tonight. That is final. Check on scores here in just a minute. Mason Troyer, though, sends his man out of the backfield. Empty backfield to throw. Quick pass. It's a screen over the middle. Caught by Matthew Gonzalez, and Gonzalez gets out to the 30. Smart play there. The rush has been getting there for Manor for the last quarter or two, so how do you slow it down? Draws and screens. Let the rush get there and get the ball out.
Yeah, Stony Point was definitely prepared for that one. Be nice to wonder if they continue to do this for the rest of the quarter here, see if they can get something on the board on this drive.
Leander, a 17-7 lead over Colleen Chaparral as timeout is called. We have an injured Manor Mustang on the other side of the field, so we'll check on him. Liberty Hill 44, Elgin 26. That's in the 3rd quarter. They're early in the 3rd quarter there as the Liberty Hill slot T run-based offense doing its thing again. Jay, I don't know if I told you, Liberty Hill last year played a game. They won 82-80 was the final. Wow. Gained, if I remember right, 757 yards and 756 were on the ground.
How long did that game take? 6 hours?
Liberty Hill, all they do is run the ball. They have an old school slot T offense. They just run the ball, and it's fantastic to watch. Wimberley 49, Salado 14. That's in the 3rd. Dripping Springs 31, Bowie 21, late 3rd quarter. Anderson with a 34-24 lead over Hendrickson midway through the 3rd. Taylor shutting out Austin Northeast 50-0. Lake Travis 56, Del Valle 7. They're going final here soon. Bastrop 26, Connolly 14. They're in the 2nd. Handoff this time. That is to Andrew Hill. Trying to catch the corner on the left side. He does so. Lowers the shoulder at the 35. Lays a hit. He picks up a 1st down. And Stony Point will move the sticks. Burnett 40, Marble Falls nothing in a rivalry game down there. That's midway through the 3rd. The Bulldogs will have the bragging rights. Lago Vista 26, Gonzalez 13 in the 3rd quarter. Weiss all over Hayes, 49-0 in the 3rd quarter there. And then LBJ, a 44-0 lead over Manor New Tech. They are at the half. 4-man rush, picked up, Troyer to throw. He's got a man. That's complete. Tristan Rhymes with the catch, and he picks up 9 on 1st down. College football update. A couple of games in action right now in FBS football. Northwestern with a 17-10 lead. They started the 4th quarter in College Park as they're on top of the Maryland Terrapins. And UNLV about to go to the half. They are all over Utah State and Logan tonight. 41-7. Running Rebs. 2nd and 1. Handoff. Hill. Following his blocker. picks up a first down and a whole lot more as he's across the 50 out to the 49-yard line. Got to call out big number 68 right there, James Adorinto. He was just looking for somebody to hit coming around that left side. That's a freight train coming down the tracks that I am not waiting to see if I'm out there on defense.
I'd be stepping out of the way.
Coach in the film room Monday. Why did you move, Coach? Really?
Look at it.
The guy's going to kill me. 1st and 10. Hill following Adorinto again around that left side. And this time only picks up a yard. Flag comes down here late. Might be a late hit against Manor. Stony Point trails it by 4. 7:27 to go in this ball game. The interesting story of this contest right now is that Manor has missed all 3 extra points. 2 missed 2-point conversions and a kick. So if Stony Point can score here and get the extra point, they will have a full 3-point lead.
Stony Point's got a nice little drive going here.
Personal foul, late hit against Manor. Will add 15 yards, and it's a first down for the Tigers at the 33.
I think if you're Stony Point, you can put points on the board with, 5 minutes or so left in the game. You got to feel pretty good.
7:27 left in the contest. Troyer to throw. Swings it out. That's complete to Bolton. Catches over the right to the sideline. Leaps over a man, and he's got a first down at the 22. Ho-ho! Hello, 100-yard hurdles team in the spring. Aaron Bolton showing the hops. Woo. 1st and 10 as a charge comes through the crowd after the highlight reel play.
You love to see that. Put some energy back in the crowd while you're moving the ball.
First and 10. Ball on the right hash. Gomez in motion. Fake the handoff. Troyer keeps it up the middle. He's got a hole to work through. It's closed up quickly. He only picks up about 3. Stony Point inside the red zone now. 2nd and 7. Biggest drive of the ball game so far for the Tiger offense. Stony Point's led most of this game, but Manor took the lead back just a few minutes ago. Stony Point looking to throw. Troyer rolls left. He wanted the fade route. It wasn't there. Now just throws it away. Incomplete, 3rd and 7. Ball right between the hash marks. 3rd and 7. Troyer drops straight back. He's got plenty of time. Throws down the middle. Got a man caught. That's Rhymes inside the 5 at the 2. He gets all the way to the 1. Tristan Rhymes with a 17-yard reception. It's 1st and goal. Chance for Stony Point to regain the lead. 1st and goal. Oliver James, that's Bolton. The direct snap, lowers his shoulder into the end zone. Touchdown, Stony Point Tigers. Aaron Bolton from a yard out to regain the lead. The 1-yard plunge. And now a very, very big extra point. Noah Lopez. Snap is good, hold is good, and the kick is true. Your new score with 6:13 to go in the ball game. Stony Point 21, Manor 18. Jay, what a drive for the Stony Point Tigers.
That was huge. They needed that so bad. And those 3 missed extra points loom huge now for Manor.
Stony Point with a massive 10-play scoring drive that goes 77 yards and takes 3 minutes and 33 seconds off the clock. AutoNation Chevrolet proudly supports Round Rock ISD football programs. If you're looking for a big win, shop their unbeatable selection of new Silverados, Colorados, Equinoxes, Trax, and more. Plus, score cash for your car by selling it to the team at AutoNation Chevrolet. Get your quick online appraisal now at AutoNationChevroletWestAustin.com. That's AutoNationChevroletWestAustin.com. Then get paid the same day. It's that easy, folks. Visit AutoNation Chevrolet at 183 in Duval today. Together, let's drive. We got a good one here right now. 21-18 your score. Stony Point with a lead. 6:13 to go in the ball game. The Tigers looking for their first district win of the year and their second overall. High end-over-end kick. That'll go through the end zone. It's another touchback. And Manor will have to start it at their own 25.
All these touchbacks makes me feel like I'm watching NFL.
There was a return for a touchdown last night. First and 10. Manor breaking the huddle on the sideline. They have asked for the ball to be placed on the left hash mark. Pistol formation. Cam Huff, the quarterback, takes the snap, hands it off to Xavier Hill. Trying to stretch it over towards the right end and nowhere to go. Just picks up a yard or two. Well played by Joaquin Mendez. Jordan Garcia in on the tackle as well. And there's an injured player for Manor down. I think that might be the running back, Hill. It is. He's slow to get up, but he's up under his own power. It's like he just kind of came down on his arm a little wrong there. 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard gain. Or 2nd and 8, rather, after the 3-yard gain. I can't count. 2nd and 7.
Numbers are hard.
It's you know, it's not like I do math and stuff for a living. That's fine. I have spreadsheets. They do it for me. You know.
It's 9:45 on a Friday night.
2nd and 7. Fake handoff. Swing it out left side. Jordan Clark on the swing pass. Nowhere to go. Well played by Joaquin Pena, who just did not give Clark room to run. Only picks up 2 on the play. It's 3rd down. Third and 5. Tiger defense trying to roar back to life. They forced a punt last time. Can they do it again here? Swing pass again to Clark in the backfield, trying to reverse field. Makes a couple of men miss. Picks up a block or 2. And he will get a first down and more as he's out to the 45. Wow. That looked like it was going to be a loss of a couple. Clark reverses field. Couple of nice blocks for him. And it turns into a 15-yard gain.
Clark is so dangerous when he's got the ball in any kind of space. He can make a lot of people miss.
Whew. I didn't get a chance to today. I usually get down there and talk to the coaches. I'd love to know who's recruiting him because I'm quite sure he's getting some looks at the next level. 1st and 10. Handoff, right side. That's Hill again. Breaks out of the shoestring tackle. He'll be taken down in Stony Point territory, but that'll be adding 15 more. It's a horse collar tackle against him. It's a 9-yard run, and then you're going to be able to add more to it. That 15-yard tackles, 15-yard penalty at the end of the run. It's going to push the ball all the way to the Tiger 32-yard line. 5:26 to go in the contest. Jordan Clark, by the way, looking it up. Jay over here giving us the help. Apparently, is he committed? Committed?
Navy's given him an offer.
That's right. You know what? I knew this. We were talking about, I think I might have known this, but Navy. Look at, if you've watched the Naval Academy this year, their offense is completely different than what you think it is. A lot of space, a lot of points. Fake handoff. Huff trying to go somewhere with it. Look, he was trying to run it. Now he's being wrapped up. Throws it away at the last second. Did he get that forward? He did. There's nobody in the area, though. Jordan Garcia with a great wrap-up. And this is going to be intentional grounding.
Yeah.
He was outside the tackle box, but there was no one in the area.
There was nobody even close.
He also didn't get it past the line of scrimmage. So that's going to be a loss of down on the sack. Back to the 42. Intentional grounding, technically the call, but it's essentially a sack. Second and 12 coming. Or, excuse me, second and about 22. Excuse me. Long pass down the right sideline. Out of the reach. Intended for Eddie Robinson, who's playing defensive end all night. Plays a little bit of both ways. Third down coming. It'll be 3rd and 20.
He's also been offered, Jordan Clark has also been offered by Air Force.
Air Force in a bit of a rebuilding year this year. Tell you what, we'll talk about it in a second, but that Army-Navy game this year, you might see it twice. In back-to-back weeks. 3rd and 20. Huff looking to throw. Rolls out to his left, trying to buy some time. Pump fakes, now takes off with his feet. He's got a little room down the left side, but he's forced out of bounds at the 26. Caden Cook, the man to push him out. He's able to pick up about 14 on the play, though. Maybe 15. This is going to be 3rd and about 5 or 6 to go. Or, excuse me, 4th and about 5 or 6 to go. Fourth and 5. Manor needs the 22. 5:01 to go. Stony Point holds a 3-point lead. Empty backfield for Huff. Cam Huff takes the snap. Quick throw. Near side. It's incomplete. Threw it a little too far. Intended for Jordan Clark on that quick out. It's a turnover on downs. And Stony Point gets the ball back with less than 5 to go and a chance to maybe extend this lead.
Great stand by the Stony Point defense there. Giving their offense a chance to go down and win this game.
Now the old 4-minute offense is going to come into play here. If Stony Point can execute. 4:57 left in the game. 21-18, Stony Point leads it. Each team looking for their second win of the year. For Stony Point, it would be their first district win. For Manor, their second. High snap, handed off right up the middle. Bolton with the carry. He's across the 30 to the 31 for a gain of about 4. And if you can get them 4 every time, they'll probably hand it to you every time right now.
And those early timeouts that Manor had to burn could be a problem now.
That's an excellent point. One of them they burned on the very first play of the second half. 2nd and 5. Stony Point in no hurry to snap this football. We're down to 9 seconds on the play clock. Hand off to Bolton over the right side. Tries to cut upfield. Cannot escape the grasp of Travion Washington. Taken down at the 31. It's a loss of a yard. It'll be 3rd and 6. Even if Manor goes 3 and out, if they keep this ball on the ground when the clock runs, or excuse me, if Stony Point goes 3 and out, Manor won't touch the ball again until there's less than 3 minutes to go in this game.
And again, with only one timeout, that's not a lot of time. They certainly have big playability.
We're down to 8 seconds left on the play clock. Stony Point's going to let this run and take a timeout. They've got all 3 of theirs available to them. And that is what it is. Timeout, Stony Point. Their first of the half being used. 21-18 the score. It is 3rd and 6 coming with 3:27 left in the contest. Tell you what, a belter of a football game here tonight.
Feels like both teams have had their ups and downs.
Yeah, it still feels a little bit of a disjointed game at times tonight, but it's been a very competitive and well-contested game. Seems pretty even for the most part, and I think the score reflects what I have seen with my eyes tonight in this contest. By the way, an update from the college game. Northwestern now leading 24-10 in the fourth quarter over Maryland. They have kicked off in the desert. Utah on the road playing Arizona State tonight as well. Cam Rising back at quarterback for Utah tonight. 3rd and 6 here. 3:27 to go. Big 3rd down for Stony Point. Let's see what they decide to do. Do they put it in the air and risk it or keep it on the ground? Send a man in motion. They will throw. Rush coming. Troyer escapes the pocket. Still looking to throw. Squares his shoulders. Lets one go. He's got a man open. It is caught. First down near midfield.
What a catch.
Justin Thompson goes up and grabs it and has the presence of mind to get 1 foot down, move the sticks. First down, Stony Point Tigers. What a throw, what a catch.
Huge play for Stony Point. That really puts a lot of pressure on Manor here.
Manor with just 1 timeout left. 3:18 to go in the game. Ball just shy of midfield. Andrew Hill takes the handoff right up the gut. Picks up 5, or about 4 rather. He's into Manor territory at the 47. They haven't moved the down marker over there on the far side. It is 2nd and 6. Clock is not running right now.
Looks like the refs are discussing something.
Looks like there might be a penalty here. After the play, so the down will count. That's a big deal. Down counts, unsportsmanlike conduct against Stony Point, backs him up 15 yards to the 38. Ooh.
It also stops their biggest advantage in the clock.
Yeah. Clock will wind now. Yeah, he probably saved Manor about 15 seconds there, though, because it would have reset to the 40-second clock. Instead, the time. Here we go. Down to 10 on the play clock. 2:45 left in the game. Handoff. Up the middle. Hill. Big hole. Across the 45. Breaks it out to the right. Into Manor territory. Down the sideline. Flags come in behind the play. He's got more than enough for a first down, but it's probably coming back. He was taken out of bounds around the 30. I think we have a hold close to the Manor 45 or so. It would be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, which would actually be, it's interesting, you get the down back, and it would turn out to be about a 7-yard gain. 10 yards from the spot, which puts it at the 45, but it's still second down. But you go from 2nd and 21 to 2nd and 14.
It's not too often that still works out in your favor in a way. Obviously not a first down, but it's second and a lot shorter than it was.
Offensive penalty, though, stops the clock. 2:34 to go. 2nd and 14 now. At their own 45. Handoff. Hill makes the man miss in the backfield. Tries to cut forward. Can't do so. He's taken down at the 47. And timeout called by Manor with 2:26 to go. It'll be 3rd down and 11. Or 12, rather, coming up. Well, this has been a very entertaining ball game, to say the least, tonight. A little bit of everything in it. We've had touchdowns called back, big plays called back, big plays hit. Remember, Stony Point's first offensive play of the night was a near 60-yard touchdown pass right down the middle.
And I think we've gone the entire game, and the whole game, nobody's been more than one score ahead.
Yeah, you're correct. Let's see. Manor had a 6-0 lead. Then Stony Point got up 14-6 at one point. Maynard retook the lead back to 18-14. Stony Point now up 21-18. So yeah, it's never been more than an 8-point lead at any point in the contest tonight. We mentioned some of these other games that are happening. With Vista Ridge, if I remember right, they won tonight. Oh no, they lost to. Wait, I think they're beating MacLeod, which means they would go to 2-2 in the district. We'd have 4 to 5 teams at 2 losses in the district, or something like that. It's going to be weird to figure out. Handoff, Hill cuts back on 3rd and 12. He's pushed out of bounds. That's a big play. He did not go down in bounds. That stops the clock with 2:19 to go.
Yeah, you really wanted to go down inbounds there and let that clock run under 2 minutes before you have to punt it.
The ball goes to the Manor 48. But, yeah, you could have been kicking this with about a minute and 35-ish to go. Somewhere in that range, minute 40 to go. And now you're going to kick it with 2:19 on the clock. No timeouts for Manor. Stony Point has to kick it away, though. Kick is away. Spiraling. It'll bounce at the 15. Kind of check up. And it will roll at the 15. So a nice punt, no return. 2:09 to go. Manor is going to have to go the length of the field. Is there a flag down across the way? I think there is. The Mustangs can kick a field goal to go to overtime. But we've seen Xavier Weaver miss an extra point tonight that was backed up from a personal foul call. So certainly nothing a given, especially in high school football.
Yeah, and they've gone for 2 twice. I don't know if they would try and kick a field goal or not, but they may be forced to depending on what the situation is here.
Glad to have you along tonight. This is, it's been a weird one, but it's been a good one.
Lots of ups and lots of downs, but it's been a competitive game from 2 teams that are pretty evenly matched, it seems like.
Quick updates, in the district. Not going to go around everybody around the area. We're just going to do district here. Vista Ridge capping off a victory tonight. They lead 30-8 over MacLeod. That game about to go final, just around a mile away over here. Round Rock has defeated Hutto 29-14. So MacLeod will fall to 2-3 in district. Vista Ridge will go to 2-2. Hutto is now at 2-2. Cedar Ridge is 3-2.
If Stony Point can hold on and win this game, everybody in the district will still be in play for the playoffs.
Stony Point can stay alive if they can hold on here. I think Stony Point is in a situation where they need to win out to be in that conversation for the final playoff spot. But you can't win out unless you win the first one.
Yeah.
for Manor, if they can somehow come back and win, they are right in that jumbled group at 2-2.
That's going to be a wild finish to the year.
The next 5 weeks in this district are going to be we figured out a few times tonight I can't do math. It's going to get a lot harder on me. The penalty, by the way, was against Manor. It was a pre-snap penalty.
You know, it looked like one of them may have jumped off sides. Jumped a little bit early on the snap.
Stony Point has a decision. It's 4th and 1. You can go for it and potentially end this ball game. Manor does not have a timeout. And I think that's what they're going to do here. Okay. 4th and a yard. Our direct snap to the left side. It's going to be really close.
That is really close.
It was a direct snap to Aaron Bolton.
They might have it, but I'm not sure.
Where they're running down the line of scrimmage, I think he's got it. And they just said move the sticks. First down, Stony Point Tigers. Well, they're going to measure, but where that ball's spotted, there's no need to measure right now.
It looks like a first down, and if it is, that should be game.
I don't think the sticks are even going to get to the ball. The sticks are spotted right at the 41-yard line. This ball is at about the 40 and a half.
Yeah, this doesn't even look close.
No. That's a first down by a mile. It's a solid 9 to 12 inches short of reaching the football. First down, Stony Point, and they can effectively end the game here. 2:02 to go. Manor with no timeouts.
Should just be a couple more snaps here, and Stony Point will get their first win in district.
3 knees should do this. Let's see what the Tigers decide to do. They're going to line up like they're taking it. Well, let's see. I think they're going to take knees. Clock is running. Okay, that's what they're letting some clock run here. Might have to actually run 1 or 2 real plays. They will. Handoff, Hill. Stutter steps in the backfield. Got to squeeze that football. He's down at the 39. I think because they had to do the measurement, you didn't get the 40 seconds off the play clock. You got the 25.
Oh, you're right.
And that 15-second difference means you can't just run it out. And now the clock is stopped again. I don't know why, unless timeout was called.
I don't know why Stony Point would call a timeout here.
Yeah. And they're resetting the referees, resetting the play clock. There we go. So full 40 seconds on the play clock. Game clock is back running. We're at 1:20 to go. 21-18. Stony Point trying to close it out. We're down to 10 seconds on the play clock. Stony Point might let this run down and then call timeout just to make sure they're set and settled. Most likely have to snap it at least, we got to snap it at least once more for sure, maybe twice. There's 46 seconds to go in the game. It is 2nd and 8. And if you're Stony Point, I can't imagine you doing anything except victory formation here.
Yeah, I don't know why you would risk doing anything else.
You don't want to get into the Mario Cristobal situation from last year.
No. That would be a disaster.
Couple of knees, and you can end this ball game and pick up your 2nd win of the year and 1st in district play.
Also, how bad is that to say Mario Cristobal and everybody knows what you're talking about? Because he's not only done it once, he's done it twice.
He's done it twice. Go back to his days at Oregon. Yeah. The Tigers lining up in victory formation here as they come out of the huddle. Just about securing the football and taking a knee if you're Mason Troyer. And Stony Point's going to get a homecoming victory. come from behind fashion here in the fourth quarter. There's the first knee. They'll have to do it one more time. Unless the clock operator might help us. Clock operator might have been a little nice there, let a couple of seconds go off, but they're going to have to snap it once more.
Yeah, one more will do it.
30 seconds left. They can snap it whenever they want, and this game will officially be over. There's the snap, there's the knee, and that will end it. Stony Point with the joyous celebration on the sidelines and in the stands. The Tigers pick up their first district win of the season, and they do it with a fourth quarter touchdown to come back. 21-18. Stony Point wins it over Manor. We're back in just a minute to wrap it all up. This is Round Rock ISD football presented by Covert Ford on the iHSFAN network.
In the heart of Austin, there's a name that reigns supreme, Covert Ford. For over 114 years, Covert Ford has been driven by the community, offering unbeatable service and a wide selection of vehicles. From the rugged F-150 to the iconic Expedition, Covert Ford has the perfect ride for every journey life offers. Visit Covert Ford Austin, where community drives us. CovertFord.com off Research Boulevard. Join the Covert family today.
Final score here on homecoming night at the Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex, where the Stony Point Tigers pick up a 21-18 victory. Brad Tillery, Jay Brooks here with you. Let's wrap it all up and tell you how it all went down tonight. As we started the game with Manor taking the football, they went 3 and out, but the Stony Point Tigers would actually muff the punt, and Manor took advantage from their 50. They picked up the ball, went on a 5-play march. Xavier Hill with a 13-yard rush. That made it 6-0. Manor would miss the swinging gate 2-point conversion play, and 6-0 was your score. Stony Point answered right back, and they did so quickly. Their first snap of the game offensively, a 59-yard strike from Mason Troyer to Andrew Gomez right down the middle. One play, 59 yards, 9 seconds off the clock, 7-6 Stony Point. Defense forces a punt. Stony Point struck again in that opening quarter, this time a 9-play, 84-yard drive, taking 2:38 off the clock. Andrew Hill from 4 yards out to make it 14-6 in favor of the Tigers. The two teams would just trade possessions the rest of the first half. An interception, a bunch of punts, a turnover on downs, and we would go to the locker room with Stony Point leading 14-6. Second half, Stony Point comes out, would turn the ball over on downs at the Manor 41, and the Mustangs took advantage. They went on a 10-play, 59-yard drive, took 2:51 off the clock, and Ronzel Woods on a 7-yard reverse run on 4th and goal from the 7 would score to make it 14-12. Stony Point missed the Manor missed the extra point. A personal foul penalty backed them up 15 yards. The extra point was no good, so it's 14-12. Stony Point would then go 3 and out. Manor took the ball right back and scored again. This time, an 11-play drive, 67 yards, 2-yard run from Jordan Clark. They missed 2-point conversion, though, and that was a theme tonight. Missed extra points for Manor. That made it 18-14. Think about those 3 points, because it's an 18-14 score there. The two teams would trade a couple of punts, and then Stony Point would finally get a march going. Taking the ball over in the fourth quarter with 9:46 to go, Stony Point goes on a 10-play drive, 77 yards, and 3:33 off the clock. Aaron Bolton pushes his way in from 1 yard out, 21-18. Stony Point with the lead. If Manor has those extra points, just regular extra points, it is a tie game.
And we're still playing.
Instead, it is 21-18. Stony Point with the lead. Manor's got to find points and they could not do so. The Stony Point defense clamping down, getting a turnover on downs after Manor had driven all the way to the 27-yard line of Stony Point. And then the Tigers are able to run the clock out, and Stony Point picks up their first district win of the year and second overall. But yeah, the extra points, a big part of the story tonight, Jay. I thought Tristan Butler, especially defensively for Stony Point, we talked about at the end of the first half, he was just dominant at times tonight too.
Those extra points, they might come back to haunt Manor here at the end of the year. But, yeah, hats off to Stony Point. And Tristan, man, he was all over the field on defense. What a monster he was tonight. But the whole team, they played hard. They never quit. Even when they fell behind, they didn't give up. They kept fighting, and they got the win. Hard-earned, well-deserved.
Well-deserved for the Stony Point Tigers, indeed. They moved to 2-5, 1-4 in the district. Manor falls to 1-5 and 1-3 in district play. And Stony Point keeps their faint playoff hopes alive with the victory tonight. We're back in action again next week here on the on iHSFAN Network, as we'll have a couple of games next Friday night across the network coming your way. Over at Dragon Stadium, Cedar Ridge will take on Vista Ridge. And then Jay and I will be right back here at the Kelly Reese Athletic Complex next Friday night. We've got Westwood taking on Round Rock. Both of those games at 7 o'clock, 6:45 the airtime for both of those. Remember to like and subscribe to the iHSFAN Network here on YouTube, and you'll get your notifications every time we go live all season long. You don't have to miss a second of the action. For all of us here on the iHSFAN Network, we want to thank our friends here with the Round Rock ISD for allowing us to bring you this action. We want to thank our sponsors. We couldn't do this without you. Thank you for watching and spending your Friday night with us. Jay Brooks, I'm Brad Tillery, saying good night, everyone. One final time from the Kelly Reese Athletic Complex, Stony Point in a thriller, 21-18 over Manor. Have a great weekend.
We're listening to the Horn Webcast Network, powered by iHSFAN. If you're interested in advertising on or privately supporting this webcast, please reach out to us on Twitter at iHSFAN. All audio rights of this webcast presentation belong to iHSFAN, and any intent to rebroadcast or retransmit must have express written consent from iHSFAN.